The biggest example, the biggest thing that I always think back to about how players really don't know how to balance is back when Overwatch 1 first came out with, what's it called? Custom lobbies and custom game modes. And like, man, it just seeing how people would make their own custom game mode and then they'd be like, they would lose one match in that custom game mode and be like, this is imbalanced, change this back. And then the lobby creator would change it. And then it would be the other team would win. And it's like, this is imbalanced, change it. And it's like...
Wait, for what?
For Overwatch.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not so easy, is it? Like, maybe, like, whenever I would join a lobby, I would have to step up to be the, like, hey, maybe we play a few games and see first before we jump to, you know, making any balance changes.
And then they butchered the game. Yay!
Yeah.
They tried to make it into an esport.
Yeah.
Because they were so jealous of Riot's success in esport.
Yeah, but that's something unrelated to the whole like custom games thing. I meant
know.
like
bad.
I just wanted to grieve my put up my grievances.
Any opportunity to shit on Overwatch. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I love playing Overwatch. I played the beta, and then I played like season 1 and 2, and then the moment the League of Legends people got a whiff of it and started to go over to it, man, I couldn't talk on microphone anymore. It fucking sucked. I was like, before I was
weird,
like, let's
because
go,
I
guys.
never could.
Yeah.
I just never could anyways because it was a shooter game.
There was a golden moment in like the first like season of Overwatch where people didn't care. Like people were like, "Oh, you're a woman, cool, win," and I'm like, "Okay, I got you, fam." But like there was a certain point where like everything kind of switched, and then it suddenly like I couldn't talk at all, and it sucked because it was like I can't communicate with my team at all like I could before, and so my rank went down because I'm like I can't communicate when I'm gonna ult. Because I was a Zarya main, and like I couldn't say when I was gonna ult at all, so my team had no idea, and it was like, hence I ended up just quitting the game because it was like this is unplayable now because there's no punishment system for people being huge assholes. So
I like how Dota does it. If you are nice, you put in the nice bracket. If you are mean, you put in the mean bracket.
Exactly. I know a lot of games do that now, where they're like, if you're just a jerk, we're just gonna lob you in with the other jerks, and if you're decently nice, you go here. You can feel it, that's for sure.
I get a good noodle score on Dota. They're like, you score high. And I'm like, yay. Also, Dota tells you when your reports go through, which is...
Oh, thank God.
It's like, I know I shouldn't indulge in this. It's maybe a little toxic, but man...
It feels nice when you know they're hearing you.
Yeah, it's a little bit of Schadenfreude in that.
Thankfully, League has gotten better with that as well, which is why I'm actually kind of enjoying playing it right now.
That's good. Yeah, I think
every single time you like people, even if they just like BM you, they can get reported. It's really funny. And it does tell you when someone's been punished, like really, really fast after the game.
That's good. I remember that big movement from a couple of years ago when a couple of female streamers were like, Riot, you need to do better about this.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they listened. Especially in Valorant. Like, oh god.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
I'm sure they saw what probably happened to, talking about, my brain just stopped, Overwatch, right? And they were probably like, yeah, we don't want to do this shit. We're not gonna, like... Because the thing is, and a lot of people don't realize this, a lot of women play a lot of online games, like, sometimes more than men. They can't talk because...
They don't?
Yeah. Women online aren't real?
Yeah.
Women? In my video game?
Only dudes play online games. We all know this rule.
You know what's crazy, too? There was actually a psychological study done on, like online gaming and, like, the social, like, sort of environment that kind of creates. And one of the studies found that men who got really mad at women for just being there tended to be the worst players.
It was a study on Halo. Yes, I remember that study.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
So the good players didn't care, and they were just nice because they knew they were good.
And then the ones who played the worst would be the most antagonizing because they were basically like it was interesting. It was super cool.
It was the idea.
People would also be the most submissive in the face of another male player
yes.
who was better than them.
It's a hierarchy.
So, go ahead, Bracky.
It's a hierarchy, no, sorry.
In regards to Bracky saying only guys are online, it's like, women are my favorite guy.
They're my favorite dudes.
You are quiet, Arkolf. I don't know if you changed something on your mic or something.
What?
I did not
You
change
sound-
anything.
Arkolf is loud.
Yeah, he's fine on my end.
Alright, I'll bump you up.
I'm here.
then. Can you talk again?
Greetings and salutations to you.
Yeah, weird. You're quiet for me. That's so odd.
What?
Women are my favorite guy.
No, I
Women are
remember-
my favorite guy.
That was one of the rules I was taught when I was a kid, like getting introduced to the internet and like online games. It was like rule number 1: just assume everyone is a dude.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't really work anymore.
It doesn't.
No.
Yeah, it's like
Better rule of thumb is
Do you guys want to know about the time that I broke a girl's heart in a different MMO?
yeah, I remember. Yeah, you telling this story. Aura Kingdom. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, tell it.
I was playing Voxer in this game called Aura Kingdom, which is an area game MMO, or like was taken over by area game, and they butchered it because they are money hungry. And we were part of a guild, me and my best friend Jin. And there was a girl in that guild, and she really liked doing content with me. And one day, we were like meeting up in the guild hall, and she was like, "Voxer, I really like you."
oh no.
Uh-oh.
And I sat there like, "Ah, that's really sweet. You do know I'm a girl, right?" And there was no response. She left the guild, and I never saw her again.
Oh no! So embarrassed.
Oh, Shen. Can I tell you
I
my
don't know if-
version of that?
Wait, hold on. I don't know if I made someone homophobic or questioned their sexuality. All right, sorry. Go on. Yes. What is your
I like to
experience?
imagine you're
It's that
like,
meme
in your
picture of
bed
the 2 paths.
Like imagine you're like in bed just thinking, I'm like, I wonder if I made them homophobic or.
They're like in bed, like fuming, like they're the reason I hate women.
It has to be like, that was so embarrassing. I'm so sorry.
So here's a good story. I've told this one before. I worked at a pet store when I was like 16. Like I wanted I got a job the day I turned 16. And so I worked at this pet store, and the uniform was like a safari uniform that was like a like kind of gender neutral but more masculine. Let's be honest. Especially everything was a masculine cut. And so I got hired there, and I'm already very like androgynous in real life. Like I look like both a boy and girl.
Can confirm.
But in that uniform, I looked like a boy, like to the point where like we had commission, and like people be like, "Oh, the boy in the back helped us," and they'd be like, "Everyone's working as a woman. Who the hell is in our store?" And they ended up understanding that sometimes I was referred to as a boy. I didn't end up like my boss was like, "I don't know what to do about this." He's just like, "You're not gonna get commission because people can't tell what you are." And so, and I'm a very goofy person. I'm very like, "Hey, how's it going?" Friendly. Especially like in person. And so I was working like a Friday night, and these 2 girls came in, and like we had nobody in the store. It was like dead. And so these 2 girls came in, they're like around my age, and like I was like showing them the animals, I was like telling them stories, I was talking to them, and they loved it. They were like, "Oh my gosh, haha, you're so funny." And like one of the girls pulls out her phone, and she's like, "Hey, can I have your phone number?" And I'm just like, "Oh man, yeah." I'm like, I don't know, why would you want my phone number? I'm like,
Oh shucks.
and they're just like, "'Cause you're really cute and you're really funny." And I'm like, "Oh man." I'm like, as a girl, I don't have a lot of friends who are girls. And they were like, "You're a girl?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they both screamed, like went, "Oh!" And then they like ran out of the store.
Oh my god.
Like ran.
The worst
like,
she can say is no.
Yeah, the full on ran out of the store. And I just laughed my ass off after that. I was like, well, this uniform is really not And it's to the point
That's
where,
really
like,
funny.
it happens so often that, like, I would be like, people are like, "Oh, thanks, Sunny," and I'm like, "Actually, I'm a woman," and then they'd be, like, so embarrassed, and my boss was like, "Stop correcting them, because they're just gonna feel awkward and not want to come back to the store," and I'm like, "Alright."
Yeah, true.
And I'm like, but
funny.
I'm like,
Just wear a pink bow tie.
I actually had to wear, like, stuff to, like, tell, like, like, my boss was like, "I can't tell you what to wear except for your uniform," but he's like, "You might want to, like, wear earrings or, like, something so people know," because, like, he's like, the problem is, like, I don't know when you're actually serving customers, and I don't know, like, I don't want them to feel bad and not come back to the store. And I'm like, oh, whatever, man, I don't care. I work like 2 days a week. I don't care about commission. It's fine.
Yeah.
Also, if I may elaborate on the whole, like, the rule that my cousin taught me with MMOs, is like the whole assume everyone is a dude, is because even today, there's people who pretend to be girls to get stuff. Like,
That's pretty based.
That's kind of why, like, you just assume everyone's a dude.
It's not based.
What?
That's fucked.
Listen, whatever makes the money, you know?
Yeah.
Joe!
I did it.
I had a friend who's not
Voxer-ass
a friend
comment.
anymore. I had like
Fucking Yoshi B did it.
Are you a girl? I'm whatever that will allow you to pay me money.
I had a friend who like went through a breakup, and then I had another friend who's not my friend anymore basically be like, oh, you should take advantage of it and get like a bunch of free stuff from him. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I've
like,
had people
No.
like that in my life too, where I'm just like looking at them like, are you fucking normal? What's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
I was like, that's so fucked. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be there for my fucking friend, not be a fucking psychopath. You kidding me? Like that's
And some people like this are like this always.
oh,
They just
Yeah.
think this is fine
Just take the
Mhm.
to be
advantage.
like this. Yeah. To
Yeah,
to take advantage of emotionally vulnerable people.
You know,
Ugh, creepy.
or treat like a friendship as transactional.
It makes me shudder. I was like, I couldn't believe they suggested it to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm not friends with that person anymore. Because I was like,
No,
that was such
valid.
a red flag. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not, I'm not playing ball with that.
Valid.
Yeah. Also, hi chat. How you doing?
Hello, chat.
Hello, chat.
Worth
What
Renner, thank you
what
for
an
100 bits.
interesting conversation to come in on.
Yeah, it really
If
is.
Hi, chat. Have you ever been mistaken for the wrong gender?
I mean,
If I-
many probably have, especially
No,
in today's climate.
I was when I first moved to America, and like my voice hadn't dropped yet, and like we were walking around the store, and like I don't know, my mom was having a conversation with some other mom, and then she was like, "Oh, how long have you and your daughter been here?" And she's like, "Oh, he's a boy."
I mean, I have to deal with people constantly thinking I'm a guy always online, so
Yeah,
And even
good on
it's how I found out that I didn't care about which pronouns.
yeah,
people used.
good on you and Monty for like taking it on the chin
Oh,
with that sort of
yeah.
stuff, because I know for a lot of people it's not so easy.
No,
Yeah.
and I get that. If it's important to someone, I can understand why it can be very frustrating. For me, I'm just like, whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's good.
Same.
I'm vibes. with
You
it. I'm
reminded
like-
me
I
that
do like is it ribbing on people? Is that what it's called? I do like making
Ribbing?
ribbing
Not-
on people.
it's-
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
that's correct. Okay.
Yeah.
I do like doing that with people whenever they say like, oh, he or him, and I'm like, huh.
just
Well,
Huh.
well, Shen, you are German, so it's not unlikely that you're some kind of like strange folkloric fey creature that steals gender. You know?
true.
Because that's
Hey, Joe, could I have your pronouns?
no.
Oh shit.
I know what you fucking fey do. I've read German books.
No,
Yo,
What have you?
Cal draws says when I was in kindergarten, my teacher kept sending me the girls' table because they thought I was female. I don't want to get into it, but I had a substitute teacher who got fired, like not even a joke, because they said some really horrendous shit in class that
Oh.
I cannot even repeat on stream
Yeesh.
Oh.
because I don't want anyone to clip it out of context because it was really bad. But they
Damn.
did not at all, like, they thought I was a boy, and I'm like, actually, I'm a girl. And they were like, no, you're not. And I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean, no, I'm not? I'm like, I'm literally, I have bubs, dude. Fuck.
Bubs.
Like, what?
Bubs.
And they were like, I was like, no, I'm a woman. Like, I was born, I was born that way, and that's who I am. And they were just like, no, you're not. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? She's like, you don't look like one, so you're not. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then
Oh my god.
I had them for class, and they proceeded to say the most unhinged, racist thing I think I've ever heard in my entire
Oh.
life.
God damn.
It was some, like, oh my god, it was some really creepy shit. And, like, all of us reported, like, I told my mom the moment I got home, I'm like, this lady
Jeez.
said these things. She said these two things to me specifically, which were fucked. And then she said this thing to all of the girls in the class, which is the most fucked. And
Oof.
yeah, the next day we had a different substitute. And I found out that lady got just completely barred from being a substitute after that incident because
rightfully so.
there was like 30 people in the class and like 18 of them were girls and all of them told their parents because we were like it was so fucked. So yeah, no, that was that was one time where I was like, actually I'm a girl, and they're like, no, and I'm like, okay, fine. Jesus.
I know we kind of step away from that part of the topic before this point, but there was something I wanted to add to the whole transactional friendship shit. That's one of the things I fear the most. It's kind of why I struggle to ask people if we want to do stuff. Yeah, it's always a goddamn fear.
Afraid that they might perceive it as like you want something. Yeah, no, I get that.
But also, maybe we could do some tabletop RPG and step away.
I was thinking,
you segue from these heavy topics.
Welcome to the tabletop. People on YouTube are like, Jesus, I'm just here for idling. What is this?
I mean,
I'd like to see a tabletop RPG.
What's worse, this topic or the natural prey of tornadoes?
Oh my god. Natural prey tornadoes was a good bet, though.
Now let's go back to the very black and white, very cozy and not setting that we have to think about complexities. Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, totally.
Where everything is very simple and straightforward, and I don't have to think too much about the political ramifications.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
I used to.
If you guys recall, you guys left in the middle of quite literally a phase change in a fight.
Oh no, we were getting a reward.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure we were being hit on by a really hot group of Rogadin, like an entire Rogadin troop.
Stop reading, Joe-Cat, stop reading fanfiction without telling me. God damn it, dude.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Wait for you to reveal that when it's time.
Yeah, it's not done. It's the 10,000
Oh god, here we are.
Here you are.
A squad of Rogadin lifeguards start running towards us in slow motion.
I think that thing we have on us is the regen that Victor put on us. Do we still have that or no?
Yeah, does that stick around?
Any
for phase
enhancements like regen, and any enfeeblements like stun or paralysis, any of that, they're all gone.
All right.
Gone.
Okay.
My Astral Fire is also gone.
Yep. All right. As we enter into a new phase, I gotta double.
What about mana and HP? Sorry.
It stays.
Make sure.
Stays what it was.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, if I remember correctly, the turn order we always used was
Victor first.
Victor, me, Shin, then Bracky.
All right.
La.
It's such a good song.
It's so good.
It can't be just a good Torn from the Heavens, man. All right, so we had Victor. Who is next?
Me.
Caelan. And we had Sammie.
No.
Or no,
Me.
Voxer, and then we had Sammie. Right, at least. Alright.
Oh, I miss Sammie so much.
Here,
We can't let the DPS touch, so we got the tank and healer in between us.
Here is the download. Here's your recap. And this is also
Alright.
for our lovely chat who are cute and lovely and adorable. Alright, so last session, which was a while ago, I know. Thank you, Hurricane, and also thank you, Traveling. As you guys have been following the trail of the Garlean Empire, you have discovered a secret weapon in the form of a large Hextech Hell's Claw. You guys had attacked and been spotted by a character you've yet to meet, but a name that you are familiar with, of Galba Lux Pulcher, who seems to be in charge of creating this strange machina. As you guys have fought against the Garleans and their new invention, it was a hard-pressed battle, but you managed to deal a pretty deafening blow against the Hell's Claw, and what should have destroyed the construct instead has roared it to life as it has bursted with rage. It has reeled from your many blows, its surface a lattice of dents and cracks, but the fight isn't over yet. A blaring, discordant siren screams to life from within the damaged war machina as energy begins to pulse with uncontrolled menace. The Garlean scientists around you have fled the battlefield, as well as the Hextech bits that were, I think they're called.
I'm
Magic
so
tech.
arcane.
Magic tech,
I'm
sorry.
so arcane pilled right now.
I am not. I'm just being dumb. As this thing roars out, the rampaging Mark II Hell's Claw unleashes an explosive blast of uncontrollable energy, destroying the Magitech bits that have been buzzing around you, and sending both the corpse of the Gorgamera and the slag remains of discarded War Machina flying in all directions. You two are buffeted by this storm of energy, and it's all you can do to remain on your feet. At this point, I will alert you to two mechanics of this battle. One, you have access to your limit breaks.
Nice.
2, this character cannot be stunned, and markers they have generated cannot be removed.
Not so nice.
No.
Alright. At the beginning of the phase, the Mark II Hell's Claw Berserk mode is going to do its namesake and is going to instantly turn berserk.
Oh.
It's a cool manga.
All of you take 10 points of damage,
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait.
and you are all
dear.
inflicted with a dot.
How much?
10 points.
10.
Okay. Oh, ow.
Hey,
We
so I'm
took
at
a party
12
wine?
health points.
Same. HP buddies.
Yay! We're doing like the One Piece like handshake.
Meanwhile, Sammie coughing blood in the background.
Well, we're also dying. That's the joke. We're
Alrighty.
dying.
As this thing flares into an aggressive light, Voxer, it is now your turn.
It's my turn?
Oh, sorry, Victor. God, D names.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. Well, ow, my bones. Let's see. That changes things. I might LB immediately, actually. Might be a good opportunity because I am low on MP from last time. And
It does fully heal HP and MP.
HP and MP, yes, it does.
Ooh, that's great.
Yeah,
So in that case, I am gonna move out of the way.
Also, keep in mind, we only have 3 limit breaks total between the party.
We
It's true. Would you
probably
guys mind if I used one?
Yes, no,
No,
good.
go right ahead.
please.
Yeah, 1, 2,
We need
3,
this.
I'm
4,
just
5.
angling to bargain for mine next turn.
Well, no,
don't
we
have to
should
use the
we should be careful because who knows if there's going to be a big damage mechanic coming.
Yeah. Firstly,
Don't be a trigger happy DPS LBer.
Firstly, I'm gonna move over here to get the hell out of dodge, just in case, and then I'm going to put a regen on Voxer, so Voxer gets regen 3.
Okay.
That is gonna knock my mana down pretty low, and as my mana is low, I'm going to Pulse of Life, raising my staff up into the air, restoring all HP and MP to everybody.
The toxic
Yay!
cerulean in the earth makes it difficult to channel the energy. However, you can feel latent life deep within the earth here, and still within the air, stifled as it is. And you pray to the elementals for assistance against this mighty foe, that the Garleans may not tear through this earth any longer. And as you do, the rest of the Forged Scars, you feel a great vitality fill into your bodies. You
Hooray.
all...
Yay.
Alright. You guys all heal all HP, all MP.
Nice.
Thank you.
Now their dots are not removed.
Oh yeah, why do we mark us as with a dot?
It is .5.
Yeah, because it says it removes knocked out, weakness, and brink of death, but it doesn't say it removes all. Oh wait, no, it does.
It does,
remove
yeah.
all enfeeblements. Okay,
All
my
of
mistake.
them, So it should go, yeah. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. All right. Phew.
Good use. Good
Yep,
use.
dots
Good,
are
good, good.
gone, which is good. 'cause
Thank
of
you.
Vicious dots.
Mhm.
Alright. Victor,
That'll
then
be my
it's your
turn.
Alright,
Mhm.
Caelan, it is now your turn.
I'm not going to use limit break right away, but between the 2 DPS, mine's the harder hitting one, much like in the game itself. I'm going to spend this turn doing setup so I hit even harder when I do use it. If it's okay to use it on a future turn.
But doesn't your setup only work for the next turn?
No. I'm getting Power Surge this turn. That'll affect everything, and I have 2 uses of Lance Charge, so I can really buff the next attack. I'll be able to buff the Limit Break when it happens.
If you allow me to use it next turn.
But for now, I'm going to use Lance Charge to increase my damage by 2 points.
Okay.
And then, first up, True Thrust.
That's a D20 plus 5.
Physical attack.
Yep,
That
23.
hits. That is a direct hit.
Alright, so that'll be 2d6. That is 6 plus 3 plus 2, that is 11.
11 points of damage, not bad.
And then I'm going to combo that into Disembowel.
Alright,
That'll be a D20 plus 5. 21.
that is a direct hit as well.
21.
D6 plus 3 plus 2. That is for a total of 10 physical damage.
Nice. Very good. Caelan, as you stab into this thing, there's like a shock of electricity. And as you kind of reach back your lance and go for another slash, you get shocked again. Somehow this thing, despite how much you've hit it, as if some sort of power has been unleashed from it that makes it a bit more dangerous, you're able to get some strikes inside of its inner components, but this thing is a hardy creature.
And now I'm going to move over to this side so I don't give it an easy cone or any other type of AoE.
Alright. That brings us to, assuming that ends your turn.
Yep.
Voxer, it is now your turn.
Alright. So he's going to move also right here, just in case.
Okay.
Trying to bar it from, well, it could still move downwards, but it still bars it moving towards Victor first.
There's no... This thing can fly, don't forget.
Never
so,
mind!
Yeah.
Fuck!
There's also...
He's going to grab one of the claws and hold it.
This is also as in D&D, it's kind of different, where movement, like, I think things can move through stuff. There's no real rule on that, so...
Wait, really? I thought you couldn't.
It doesn't say anything about that, to be honest, so...
I mean, with the magic mech, it
yeah,
makes
he can
sense,
fly
but,
anyway,
like,
so it's whatever.
yeah, but with everything else, I thought it was impossible. Oh well. Okay, and yeah, he's just going to use his combo, his heavy swing and maim into Storm's Path.
Alright.
So wait, I forgot how. Oh my god, it's been a while. I forgot how to do this. I don't even D20 plus 4. There you go.
Yeah.
A 14?
What I'm assuming that's your heavy swing?
Yes.
14? That is a direct hit.
That's low armor.
Yeah, well, you guys have been hitting it, so...
Okay.
It's falling apart.
And a D6 plus 2 because I deal 2 damage anyways.
Yep.
And then plus 1 D6 plus 2.
And you have enmity.
3 damage.
3
And I have enmity, yes.
3 damage. I was gonna say it's plus 2,
So,
but I was like,
yeah.
what if it already has plus 2?
Just 3 damage. I don't do a lot of damage.
It's still damage, and it is on
and-
you now.
And he's going to go directly into his Storm's Path combo.
Okay.
Which, D20 plus 4 again. 14 again.
Direct hit.
And D6 plus 2. 5 damage.
5 damage, not bad.
And I think that already ends his turn because I don't want to use anything else yet.
Alright.
Oh, and I think I have 1 Wrath charge now as well.
You
Okay.
have 3.
You have 3.
I meant I get 1 from my combo. That's what I meant.
Correct.
Yeah, so I have 3 now. Nice.
Alright. That ends Voxer's turn.
Yup.
Fox are very angry.
Sammie, it is now your turn.
All right, we recovered from a 3 months long DDoS attack. Okay,
Right.
let's start setting up. Here comes a Kanaka's. Sammie is going to look at this thing. Garland's their War Machina, casting Thunder to set a dot on it for
Okay.
3 points of damage.
That's just a 3 dot, right?
Yeah, lightning damage.
Alright, 1 second.
He does 3 damage and inflicts the dot.
Alright. Damage automatically.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright. Secondary ability. Gonna use Scathe.
Get fucked!
3 points of damage immediately. Focus, second Scathe.
That's
So
gonna be
for 3 more points of damage.
6 points, alright. Voxer, as you kind of grab this thing and turn it to face you, you watch as 2 flashes of baleful magic make 2 of the fingers droop, and then a shock of electricity rushes through this thing, brighter, more refined in its form compared to the crackling, out of control electricity deep within this thing. That ends your turn, Sammie?
That is gonna be my turn, yes.
Alright, that brings us to the end of turn. I believe regens go off at the end of adventure phase.
But I
believe
think
you
we're all
guys
full
are
health.
full
Yeah,
health,
anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, it is now the Berserk Mode Mark II Hexclaw's turn. Try and say that 5 times fast. Alright. Here it comes. Voxer, as this thing faces to turn you,
What, you mean turns to face me?
it seems to be charging up some sort of
Oh!
missile silo deep within itself.
Oh, what the hell?
Then you watch as 2 more missiles launch from it. There.
Oh!
There.
Oh.
I can take it.
He can't
No!
take it.
No, you can't take it!
You're lucky I don't have ley lines right now. I'm gonna have to move.
I don't know if I can help you out of this one.
Oh
That's
no,
okay.
trust me. If you allow me to use the limit break, I will be perfectly safe.
Alright.
Okay.
That
it's not on me.
The Hex Tech Claw's turn. It takes its dot damage.
Okay, I can roll my d20 to see if I get my lightning
Yep.
thing.
Go for it.
12. Nope.
Nope. Alrighty, that brings us to top of the turn order. Victor, it is now your turn as the vitality rushes over you and your allies are now fighting fit. It is
All
now your
right,
turn.
time for the real DPS to show them what's up.
Oh, here we go.
Voxer, you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm full health.
All right, time for the real damage to come in. Firstly, I'm gonna drop an arrow on the claw. That's gonna be a .3,
Alright, dot 3 on top of it.
and then here goes a stone 2. Hoo-yah!
Shit.
9.
aw.
Damn.
That,
Okay, then it's-
unfortunately, that's magic too, so that definitely...
It is magic, so it's gonna take 2 damage.
Woo!
Woohoo! And the focus is only for secondary ability, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well then that is going to be it.
Wow! Yay!
2 damage and a dot.
Let's go.
Bet he's shaking in his fingers right now.
The fingers are quaking. It's probably because the energy inside of him is like erupting, and not that he's scared of you, but it makes
Nah,
you
it's
feel
the
better.
rocks. I know it. It's gonna get sand in its joints.
Oh, shit.
All right, Caelan, it is now your turn.
So, to the party. May I utilize one of our limit breaks?
Oh, I really want to save it for... Oh, no, Victor cannot use a second one, can he?
No, we can only use 1 per person and 3 total. So
Yeah,
it's not
fuck it.
like I could use it again anyway.
We can use one for your DPS and one for Voxer if we find ourselves like in a very dangerous situation.
Yes, I like
That's
that
what I was
plan.
leaning towards. Now, notably, limit breaks are a trigger of any time they are not a primary or secondary ability, which means I can dump everything into this fucker. So, let's begin the process, shall we? First up, Lance Charge, plus 2 damage to everything.
Okay.
Second up, Life Surge, advantage on the next ability check. And now it's time to jump!
So that's going to be a D20 plus 5, and I get to roll it twice.
Okay.
First is a 22, second is 11. I'll take the 22.
22 is a direct hit.
Yeah!
Oh, this gonna hurt.
Nice.
I like to imagine Caelan just jumps in the air and Voxer's like, where are you going? Like,
He left the game.
I must
No.
go. My planet needs me.
The game
Voxer's
does
not a
have
fan
critical
of
hits,
theatrics.
but I did not roll a 20, so I don't get the crit. So
crit, yeah.
So that'll be a 2d6.
Crit, no crit. Crit, no crit. Crit, no crit.
actually, let's just
Aw.
go ahead and add them together. That'll be 4d6 plus 3.
Plus 2. Plus 2.
So the jump is going to deal 27 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I'm going to follow it up by summoning a dragon and diving on this thing,
Alrighty.
which is a guaranteed, no roll required, 8d6 damage.
Well, let me look something up here real fast. I'm not sure if it counts as part of your turn. Because the trigger is at any point. I don't know if that's... how
The
that
limiter can be
works.
used at any point, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
limit
don't
break can be
think-
used at any point.
Yeah, but it does it count as being on your turn for the limit break, or is it like a side ability, basically? 'Cause
It is not under primary or secondary, so
I
Let
assume it's
me-
just an activary, like you can activate it.
let
Like
me-
a free action. Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
find the book. Where did I put the book? And I'll just look that up real fast because there's information on limit breaks in there. Sorry, it's gonna be 2 seconds.
Alright.
Let's talk about
Alright.
I just want to check this real fast because that feels a little too strong.
I mean, it is meant to be.
Yeah, but in comparison to what, like, tank LB is,
Yeah, that's a little.
in my head, I also think that might be a little bit too strong.
And unfortunately, I
And the
can't
tank-
just
the tank
Google
will
an
be
answer because it's not, no one's. It's too new still.
hmm
yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to be a killjoy, but that feels a little bit too absurd.
No,
I could be wrong.
the complicated part here is the trigger says any time. It doesn't have a specific requirement like the warrior one does.
Yeah.
The warrior one?
The warrior one is immediately before one or more allied adventurers take damage, whereas white mage, black mage, and dragoon are all anytime.
Yeah, because the warriors, like the tank is meant to be reactionary.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a reactionary to taking damage.
Like the DPSLV is meant to be damage.
hmm
Jobs. Sorry. Thank you for your patience at this time.
God damn, God, motherfucking dude. By the way, I noticed, like, now that we all are on the tabletop RPG, like, we finally came back after all these months. Graphical update, oh, the characters look different.
Yeah,
Slightly
graphics
different.
update.
Really? Do they? To me, Voxer looks the same.
He looks like the same sourpuss that we know and love.
Sorry. Apologies.
They had to
You're
fix
perfectly fine.
Sammy's teeth. God, I saw that pre-graphical update, like, fully, like, Lalafell teeth. That was horrifying.
Oh yeah, the big wide mouth open, like yeah.
No. It was
No?
narrow. The teeth all the way to the back were narrow, so it looked like
Oh,
weird.
Let's see, Lalafell teeth graphic update.
Google Lalafell teeth.
Things a
Oh
psychopath.
yeah.
Things a psychopath would Google.
Oh, damn! I didn't see this. I guess I saw something different. Oh
I
man,
noticed
you're right.
a lot of people pay a lot of like attention to very small details on the character, like for feedback. That was really interesting.
God, the top one looks like the mouth is gonna unhinge like a snake.
Apparently,
Hopefully the
people-
GM book has more information on limit breaks, because the
Yeah.
rule page only has the one square.
I thought you were about to say, I hope the rulebook has more info on Lalafell teeth.
Yeah, what is the information for it?
The third secret Lalafell sub-race, the ankle biters. They have special teeth.
Do Lalafell teeth grow back in like sharks do?
The ankle biters do.
They have a unique trait.
Trying to find
They have a unique skill that they can use to bite someone for free.
Apologies for holding this up, but this feels.
Oh, now I'm.
No
like,
worries.
If this was D&D, I would just Google this and ask, and there would be an answer.
Yeah, there is none for Final Fantasy right now.
No, there isn't anything like that for this right now.
Don't worry, I'm just doing my taxes on the side.
God, now I'm thinking of like a Junji Ito horror style, like Lalafell teeth that grows indefinitely.
Sorry, Arco, I don't want to like ruin your fun, but this just feels way too strong and not balanced.
It's meant to be.
Like, because
No,
that's
it's perfectly fine.
like.
When
I'm
question?
looking-
When
I'm still looking. I can't find the limit break stuff yet. Just give me a second.
I feel like you shouldn't be able to buff a limit break.
Yeah.
Right.
That doesn't feel very fair. Because like
The only things buffing the limit break is the Lance Charge and Power Surge, and that's...
actually
Yes, but that's
it's
buffing it.
Bear
It's
description. Bear description.
Actually,
What
hold
does the
on.
Lance Charge say? What is the writing of Lance Charge?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
If we... Limit Break is not under the ability section, so my Lance Charge and Power Surge are actually not affecting it at all.
Oh, so it's
Yeah, that
I'm not
makes-
buffing the Limit Break.
Is it just the limit break then?
The Limit Break by itself can be used anytime. It's not being buffed by any of my abilities because the Limit Break itself is not an ability.
Okay. So then it's just a straight, just what is...
It's a straight 8d6.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting like max all the dice with your abilities. I'm like, that doesn't seem...
No.
'Cause,
No,
like,
I was
Sammie-
wondering what you were talking about.
Oh, I'm
Apologies,
so...
I should have clarified
yeah,
that
I
earlier.
was so confused. I was like, there's no way you can just max the dice on this. It's already so strong. Like, you shouldn't be able to just automatically cap it. Sorry,
No,
I
there's no way to
misunderstood.
cap that.
I'm sorry.
There's no way to cap any of my abilities.
See why I was concerned then, right? Because I thought that you were...
Oh no, I was
You
on.
thought I was going to
I-
do a full
I-
8d6.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what? No. That doesn't seem right.
No, there was a miscommunication there. I apologize.
It's all good. Okay. Well,
I'm just
Oh, yeah,
using the limit break.
I also misunderstood. I thought you were buffing the limit break.
Yeah, me too.
No.
That's what I thought was happening.
I apologize. I
Alright.
miscommunicated.
All right. No worries. But you are limit breaking. We're back to the fight. We're back to
We're
the
back.
war.
Okay.
Caelan, 8d6.
The game was
37
doing
damage.
calculations. This is why we needed the number squish.
The fucking DDoS attack.
And now, because I used that, I can move to an empty square adjacent to the target if one is available. So, boop, safety.
There you go.
Nice.
All
We're
right.
fucking under attack.
The three of you watch as Caelan uses his lance to leap up onto a sort of rock, and then uses another leap, and then you hear the roar of a dragon and see spectral ether wings form in the air as plunging down, Caelan drives through the Hell's Claw, making a perfect Rogadin-sized hole in it, before landing next to it and doing a little leap out of the way as it takes the full 37 points of damage. However, to your horror, Caelan, an attack that would usually fell any enemy that you've encountered, this thing is still standing.
That was 64 points of damage total this turn. God damn, this thing
My
healthy.
God.
This is not your average foe.
By the way,
I'm
did
not
anyone
dealing
else-
with the average Guardian Machina.
Did anyone else see a Pokeball on top of Caelan?
Fox
Just-
is
you just-
secretly DDoSing the Dragoon.
Caelan is doing the like teleporting, like
you know, like the laying the body on the floor, just like sliding around.
yes.
Alright, Caelan, does that end your turn?
I do believe it do.
You're like puffing, and as you look up, sweat dripping from your brow, the realization of the strength of this thing. All of you see this happen, and you realize if this thing were to be unleashed in Eorzea, it would be a devastating foe against anyone. Alright, that ends Caelan's turn. That brings us to Voxer.
Yeah, during that entire LB, Voxer just goes, fucking Dragoons, and then just moves over here,
You got it.
and he buffs himself up with Berserk,
Nice.
and decides to use his inner beast.
Oh boy.
A big fucking golf swing.
Berserk.
Yep, he uses two of his wrath stacks. Alright, so yes, the roll is, let's hope, 20 plus 4. Okay.
That is a direct hit.
Alright, and now that deals 2d6 plus 3 plus 2.
You also get that it deals. You got a direct hit, so it's an additional 2d6. So it's 4d6 plus 3 plus 2. Inner beast.
Oh, you're right. Oh, right.
2d6 plus
So it's
3.
4d6. Oh my God, you're
Direct
right.
Hit, additional.
Holy
2d6
shit.
damage. Yeah, you hit. You hit this thing hard.
4d6
Plus 5.
plus 5. Oh, don't fuck me.
Uh-huh.
All ones.
Oh,
Okay, not bad.
Not a
Wow.
single one. Ow. Oh my God, you guys.
Yup, I'm fucking swinging.
Scions on the 7th Dawn. Who?
What are those fuckers?
And the best thing is this also still causes enmity, so this thing is locked
he's
in.
still locked on you.
But yeah,
Alright.
Voxer grabs his axe, swings it upwards, right into its hole.
This thing is starting to fall apart. There's a Caelan-sized hole in it, and you like cleave off one of the fingers, and it falls to the ground, twitching in the earth. Alright,
Nice.
assuming that ends your turn, Voxer.
It ends my turn.
Alright, that brings us to Sammie. It is now your turn.
Thinking real hard about staying here to do a focus attack, but I'm gonna be nice to the healer.
I've got a lot of mana. I don't know.
I'm good, don't worry. I'm gonna use my primary action to cast a Blizzard.
Okay.
Blizzard 1. These... 11.
11. As the
11.
crackling electricity inside this War Machina is out of control, as you try and cast Blizzard on it, the strange influx of ether coming out of the core of this is unfortunately kind of scuttling your magic a bit, and unfortunately is not a direct hit.
Okay, so it takes 3 points of damage.
Okay.
That does give me the Umbral Eyes and gives me consecutive invocation. I'm gonna use that to cast Freeze on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 2 points of my mana, and I'm gonna get a Umbral Heart. Here it goes. Another effect, our enemies within range. 3 plus 5. Whoop. 15 to hit.
15 just hits its magic defense. That is a direct hit.
Okay. Target defense. Base effect, these 3. Base effect, 3 points of damage to all the targets, which in this case is that thing. Their hit, it's 1d6 extra. Is it just 1d6?
Yeah, just
oh,
1d6.
Yeah.
Aww.
It is what it is.
Hey, it's 4 points of damage. It's all good.
4 points of damage. And after this, I'm gonna use my secondary ability to. I'm gonna recover the gold. Plus 4, maybe fine. I'm gonna use secondary ability to use Scathe. 3 points of damage.
Get fucked!
That Scathe is devastating, dude.
It's so good.
Scariest ability here. Much better than at LB3.
That's gonna be my turn.
Alright, that ends Sammy's turn. It is now the Hextech Hell's Claw. Sorry, why do I keep saying
I don't.
What is with you? Magic Tech.
Even though you say you don't watch Arcane, it's like in my head I'm just like, yes, Arcane.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh, Magitech. I'm such a fake Final Fantasy fan, not saying Magitech, man.
Yeah, what have you been playing?
I don't know. Myself, probably.
Turns out this whole time Monty has been secretly playing the Riot MMO.
It's not even out yet. I hacked the system.
God, I fucking wish.
Alrighty, that brings us to the end of the adventure phase. Voxer, your regen goes off. I believe it's regen 3, right?
I mean, I
3,
didn't
yes.
get hit, did I?
No, you've not been hit, so...
Nope.
Alrighty. As the missiles crash into the ceruleum-tainted earth, all of you manage to nimbly dodge out of the way. However, as this thing has been hit several times, it begins to exude a force.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It then curls its remaining fingers into a fist and raises slightly in the air. You can still hit it. It raises slightly in the air, and for some reason, Victor, you feel like you might be in some danger.
Oh my god!
A stack marker appears.
Okay.
That ends the Berserk Mode Mark II Hell's Claw's turn.
Okay. Hold on.
It takes its 2 dots.
Oh yeah, my d20.
Yep, roll your d20.
Let's hope Victor did his Hall of the Novice.
Oh shit, they just updated it. I didn't do the new one. Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Alright, top of the
Why are
turn.
you running?
Victor,
Why are you running?
it is now your turn.
You said yellow things are bad. All right. Well then, I'm gonna move a little bit closer so that both Voxer and Caelan can make it there while keeping Sammie within the area. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that should be enough for both of them to come here while staying out of the AoE. And then I'm just gonna do another stone. Yeah.
That is not a direct hit, unfortunately. As you
Take another 2 damage.
Woo!
Less than Scathe. Let's go.
He's targeting the real danger here. That's why he's, you know.
Yes, that will be my turn.
Alright, that ends Victor's turn. This thing is crackling and twitching and popping, but looks it just wants to punch Victor so bad. Caelan, it is now your turn.
What, did it absorb Voxer's personality? What happened?
Very well.
Yeah, it siphoned it.
I'm going to open up first with a true thrust.
Alright.
25.
My mother always-
That's a nat
my mother-
20.
That is a natural
Ooh,
20.
nice.
What's the natural 20 do in this game? I forgot. Hold on. It's different.
If the d20 rolled for an ability check lands on a 20, that ability is critical. Criticals double the number of dice rolled to determine the amount of damage dealt or HP healed by the ability's effects.
Alright, yes. Alright, go for it.
So that's going to be, I assume that's a direct hit.
It is.
So that'll be 4d6.
Oh my god.
There you go.
+3, +2, +2, because of... Oh wait, nope, just a regular +2. I don't have lance charge this time.
You might not even need to
That'll be
stack.
24 points of physical damage.
Victor,
Damn.
as you run to your ally's aid, and as the allies turn towards you, this thing begins to charge its giant fist towards you. Caelan, you sweep around in front of it and bring your spear. You are like Spider-Man training this, but you're holding it back with your spear as it pushes you in the earth. You dig your feet into the ground as it charges forward, and eventually you hear a cracking and a snapping of metal and Magitech wires and gears as your Lancer pierces all the way through into the core of this thing. And Victor, as you kind of raise your hands to block yourself, as you
Not the face!
as you open the eyes, the blunt end of Caelan's spear is like an inch from your eye. As you see, he has stopped it and charges it into the ground, and as it does so, it crackles with energy and explodes. All of you kind of duck for cover, and as the shrapnel hits the field, you have defeated this horrendous and quite dangerous War Machina.
What the fuck?
Hooray!
It happened again. I beat an enemy with true thrust. The most basic poke any dragoon has.
Hey, I've been dealing with Scathe too. It's like, these abilities are actually useful.
Also, DPS silly, goddamn.
Damn.
Oh.
Victor just kind of touching his face, just like, oh, phew.
Whatever that was, that felt very dangerous. But as you kind of all take a deep breath,
The Guardians are making more of these.
Oh, cutscene time.
Oh boy.
Yay! Cutscene!
Several cutscenes will play in sequence.
Oh.
Galba Lux Pulcher has been observing the battle from the safety of his magic tech conveyor, high above the ground. When his war machina falls to your heroic efforts, his face contorts into a thundercloud of fury. Bloody Eorzean savages! You have stymied my plans not once but twice now. I will not forgive nor forget your insults. Mark my words, you have not heard the last of me. With those ominous words, Galba's conveyor speeds off into the distance.
I like to
Who was
imagine
that
the
guy?
spear is just following him.
Who was that guy?
Forge Scars, you have found the source of the strange noise and the source of the frenzy of the beastkin that roam Blue Fog.
That was a fight and a half. Oof.
Considering that Garlean is still sticking around, I assume we're going to be encountering a few more war machina of the same ilk. Perhaps report our findings to the local authorities, get them prepared.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be super happy of hearing how many of those things are being made. Well, granted, we were able to take it down. I don't think it's gonna be as bad.
Perhaps, but it took all our energy. I fear what might happen if they had an entire army of those things.
Might just be Carton all over again.
I have to hand it to the Guardians. They make some dangerous machines.
Slow clap from Victor.
You mean the one with the Rogadin-sized hole through it?
Well,
Yes.
It seems that we were luckily a punch above their grade.
Voxer
claps.
walks away. He sits down at the nearest rock and starts cleaning his axe.
Are you okay? Do you need a hand?
If you don't want me to throw this directly into your face.
I hide behind Rogadin.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
I guess we report back to whatever commander in Blue Fog, yeah?
Yeah, it was Cracked Fist was his name.
Cracked Fist.
Yes, let's get this over
Like
with.
the one we just killed.
As you guys... Oh my god. As you guys...
Voxer's high contemplating on leaving this group right now.
Right-click, leave party.
Leave party, buys a server transfer.
Blacklist.
We just vanish from your screen and our names turn to unknown.
As you guys kind of collect your weapons, kind of, you know, rest for a little bit, take a breather, you guys gather your things, and before reinforcements can arrive, because you just made a lot of noise right next to a castrum, you guys collect your things and make your way south back to Blue Fog.
Yeah, we were fighting in front of their fucking house.
As you guys make your way, you can see the bodies of more Scalekin lying dead on the ground, and you can see that the Immortal Flames that are stationed in Blue Fog are currently, like, look like they just had their own big fight. And as you approach, Cracked Fist kind of rushes forward through everybody and goes and gives you the Immortal Flames salute and goes, "Forge Scars, correct?
Aye, sir.
I don't know what you did, but there was a lot of sound coming from the north. All manner of beasts, both magical and non-magical, charged the camp all at once. We almost fell, but we managed to hold our line. What happened?"
I assume
We
they were
did
being
you a
railed up by... Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Voxer, what were you saying?
Voxer.
Yeah, no, Voxer's just like going to be like full of himself. Like, we did you a favor.
What he means, yeah. We were fighting a very strong war machina that's been causing all the disturbance. So I assume all that activity caused all the Scalekin to go riot. But it's been taken care of.
You see a deep expression on Cracked Fist. If you guys would like to, you may roll. What would this be? Probably a vigilance. I'm gonna say like roll a vigilance check.
Our vigilance is a flat stat.
Yeah, so it's a primary attribute would be a plus. So like for example, Sammy's is a +1 for. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, what the. Oh right, that's passive perception. I'm dumb. Sorry. I would say mind. Let's do a mind check then.
No mind.
Yeah.
So a
Mind.
D20.
Oh yeah, 21.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, time to roll like a
22.
Ooh, whoa.
Yeah. I was close.
We're rolling mind, correct?
Yes. Yep. Everyone's rolling mind.
4.
Caelan is like eating some peanut butter.
Straight from the
After
jar.
a job well done.
Sammie and Victor, you read Cracked Fist like a book. He has a great deal of concern on his face, and the way he looks, he's not concerned about, the odd Garlean patrol or the Beastkin. As you explain that there is a stronger war machina, he kind of looks very contemplative, and you hear him mutter under his breath, "So it's beginning in earnest, then."
Do we all hear this?
Just the two that passed, unfortunately.
Ah,
sorry.
Fuck.
Victor's gonna bring it up. Beg your pardon?
Apologies. Speaking out of turn. You should head back to Ul'dah. Report back to Raubon. Commander Raubon. He will want to hear of this. He can explain better than I can. And
very well.
Knowing what you've done today, he could certainly use men and women like you.
Ugh.
Of course, sir. Thank you.
He does
best of luck with your campaign.
He does another salute towards you. Thank you, adventurers. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Blue Fog will stand against whatever comes its way, and it shall be stronger now thanks to your assistance.
Best of luck, sir.
Oh god. If I'm gone, my lights just flickered.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Still here for now.
Yeah, if I disappear, that's why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
First big
Before
snowfall
warned.
of the season just hit, so that...
Share your snow with me.
No.
Aw.
Send it to
If,
me. I haven't seen any in my life.
Alright.
If stream goes offline, everyone just keep calm and bees knees.
Just bees knees. Just stay
Alright.
there.
Bees knees.
I'm gonna squat.
Vox is gonna do the lean emote.
What if a group of players have ever done the bee's knees will have Nutkin emotes, Nutkin minions out so they could do bee's nuts?
Bees nuts.
I want you out of this server.
That's it. I'm going to
Fine,
Primal.
I'm going back
Go to
top.
Dynamis.
Joke's on you, I have characters on Dynamis.
Of course you do.
Alright, but with that...
Yeah, back to Ul'dah then.
Alright, you guys go and
you're
gather
a
your
bum.
chocobos. And you guys... I have to have it. It's important.
It's very important.
For flavor text, I just want you all to know that Voxer looks deeply unhappy with the situation.
When does he
Oh yeah,
not?
for sure.
I feel like that's just his natural state. He looks the same all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
At this point, I think he's not happy.
And you know what? I'll just say it like this then. You know, guys, Voxer's like Voxer right now.
It's like that one. It's like that one screenshot of Eminem at the Emmys where like people were like, Eminem is mad because they gave a gay person an Emmy. It's like, no, he's not homophobic. In fact, he loves gay people. He just looks like that.
It reminds me of when I was on the trip with Monty, and Monty kept asking me if I was alright because I have resting bitch face.
Yeah, I was worried. I was like, you okay? You're not upset? And you're like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, you just look so serious. Makes me anxious. I feel bad because, like, I have another friend who's got, like, a resting bitch face, too. Alrighty. As you
I
guys
can wait for.
charge off, heading back to Ul'dah. As you guys ride your chocobos back, you notice that you're not the only adventurers on the road right now making their way to Ul'dah. And as you guys make your way back towards the city gates, and kind of dismount your chocobos, you notice that there's a lot of adventurers being sort of pointed in this way and that way direction by Immortal Flame soldiers.
What the?
Oh.
Did we
Hold the
get a
bus in
new
the back.
influx of adventurers or something?
Not
You
sure.
You see elves from the Twelves Wood. You see a bunch of Rogadin marauders from Limsa. You see all manner of different creeds and walks of life making their way. Even the odd Al-Ra, as well as Hrothgar, decked out in various weapons of foreign make that you've never seen before, are like, this way then? And they're more like, yeah, that way. And they're like, very well.
Oh, the Aura already patched in.
Yeah, they're already patched in.
So are the Rothgar, apparently. They look like me, but fuzzy.
Huh.
I feel like a lot of. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I feel like a lot of people got inspired after the whole Ifrit situation.
It seems so. Influx of tourism, perhaps?
Tourism. And all that? Well,
And adventurers at that? I don't think so.
A female Lalafell approaches you, dressed in the Immortal Flames guard, and does the salute and goes, "Adventurers, which company are you with?"
Forge scars.
Fort Scars.
yeah.
You
We're
watch.
returning from a mission for General Aldin.
Of course. You watch as she reaches up to the ear, and you hear a boom, 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 boom.
I spam the emote.
Swift. Forge Scars have arrived? Are you... Oh, I see. Of course. You may enter right away. Follow me. And she leads you inside. And as you
Wait,
guys
follow?
enter inside, you see one of the Rothgars going, "It's a gun and a blade combined." And they're like,
Sorry.
I mean, as long as it helps you fight, that's great, but it's just a little bizarre.
When you pull the trigger, it creates an explosion that vibrates the blade so it cuts through things better.
I didn't know you know about those things.
Played
That's
a lot
a
of Final Fantasy VIII as a
Yeah, I was
kid.
gonna say, Arkolv knew about them before they were even in 14.
I thought I was Caelan.
Yes,
That too.
Yes.
I am Caelan.
I am Caleb.
Hello, Caelan.
Alright, as you
Victor's
guys-
just like, oh, preposterous. That'll never take off.
Aren't those like the Guardian stuff?
Sorry, go ahead.
Aren't those Guardian Machina?
No, they were copied by the Garleans.
Oh.
Hmm.
Go
Go on.
ahead, Monty.
Go on, Monty.
As you guys make your way inside of Ul'dah, there's a strange sense of, like, determination, in a way. It's hard to place, but you see individuals getting kind of ready. Even the brass blades are kind of, like, more alert at this time, but it doesn't feel like the city itself is in any particular danger. But you do see a lot of adventurers kind of making their way through, and they're like, "You got what we need? Yeah, we got what we need." And they're kind of preparing. As you are led to the Hall of the Immortal Flames, you see Raubon is, like, surrounded by individuals. And as you approach, he kind of nods, goes, "Very good then, keep me informed." And as you guys approach... you
Show me the
see
man.
This man. There he is.
Yes.
There he is.
There he is.
Man who just received a graphic update.
Hmm.
Oh.
He looks like he's gained more weight.
Voxer just doing the sheesh. Just kidding.
Something about him looks weird. I think he put on a few pounds.
Interesting.
Alright. You return to the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to report back to Raubon. As you approach him, he goes, "You're back. It's good to see you. Things have been a bit more hectic since you left, but..."
Commander Alden.
Kind of gives you a nod. What we're able to parse out. How is Blue Fog?
Well, it appears that the Garleans have developed a new kind of claw, that more devastating than the one the War Machina we've fought before, and just kind of give them the rundown.
Okay.
Giant claw. Too many fingers.
As you do what it always happens in 14, where your character does the talking emote, and then
it fades to black.
Fades to black.
It like pans up and fades to black.
That exactly happens. In fact, they even detail it in the description here.
Oh, come
amazing.
on.
It's so great.
What?
Yeah, it's like you return to the Hall of Flames and will die reported the Raubon when he learns what the cause of the disturbance was. An Imperial weapons test in Northern Handel is brow furrow, so it all happens off screen essentially.
A little bit too faithful, I'd say.
It is the pre-made adventure. I'll give
It
it.
is, yeah. It's very cute in that way.
I
Raubon,
actually think that's very funny, and they are cool for that.
honestly,
Yes.
yeah, I kind of do like the fact that they're like,
It's
you know,
a little tongue-in-cheek.
Ribbing on their own gameplay mechanics.
Raubon looks very serious, and like you can see he's balancing a lot of things in his mind at this time. So the Empire was testing a deadly new weapon. The Imperials grow ever bolder every day, and Eorzea must see to its defenses if it wishes to remain free of their tyranny. But first, I owe you a debt of gratitude. On behalf of all of Ul'dah, you have my thanks. Raubon gives you a broad, friendly smile, which quickly fades, replaced by an expression of fierce determination. The Garleans have forced our hand. Listen well, for the information I am about to reveal is of the utmost secrecy. Do not breathe a word of it to another soul. And he kind of like leans in close to you all. You guys lean in as well, or what do you do?
Yeah.
I'm just looking around to make sure no one is crafting nearby or something.
Ching!
I feel like this is so important that I can't roleplay what Voxer would actually do. So, yeah, I'll just do it.
As the Rugadin, Caelan towers even above Raubon, so he's just looming over him.
The three city-states of Eorzea have agreed to resurrect the Eorzean alliance to resist the incursions of the Garlean Empire. When announced, it will be a momentous event, sure to leave its mark on history. I tell you this because I would ask you to join our ranks. Think it over. We could use skilled and resourceful warriors such as yourselves on our side.
Oh, that's wonderful news and quite the honor, General. Thank you.
Voxer scoffs at this.
Are you asking us to continue our work as an independent company?
I am
Or are you asking us to commission as Immortal Flames?
I am asking you to join Operation Archon as a free company and a member of bands of adventurers who are going to fight back against the Garlean Empire.
Oh
That
god, it is
explains.
cartoon all over again.
We must shore their defenses. We have a strike force that I cannot go into detail is going to strike at the heart of the Garleans, and they cannot do it alone. In order for this plan to succeed, we need as many adventurers as skilled as you are at our side to help fight against the enemy. If we fail here, all of Eorzea may fall.
If all of Eorzea falls, there's going to be no business. Oh.
We'd be
Can-
happy to lend a hand, General,
Yeah.
for the good of the realm.
Voxer, you live here!
Yeah, Victor just like elbows Voxer, like.
We either help.
Fuck this. And he just like nods, yeah, whatever.
Can't let them take over, after all. They have been a penny in our britches for a long time.
Better yet, this will be a good strike against the Empire.
It may be our only chance.
What caused this burst of confidence, if I may ask, sir?
Let's just say we have an organization that has brought hope to us.
Mm-hmm.
Enough to fight against the Empire. That's quite impressive.
I do hope to meet them and thank them one day.
If we make it through
I
this,
think we could use a little bit of hope around here.
Indeed. I apologize I cannot go into much detail. It is a sensitive matter, the plans of which must remain secret, lest
That is understandable,
Darlian
sir.
spies become privy to this.
Regardless, this inspiration is good all the same.
Indeed.
Finally, a good opportunity to hit back against the Empire for messing with Eorzea.
Indeed. It is time for us to toss this yoke off of our backs. I will send an agent to collect you if you are all interested in joining against this fight.
Of course, General.
And he
Happy
gives
to help.
a nod to you as you guys have decided to join Operation Archon.
God damn.
This is so cool. I'm sorry. I just gotta say, this part is super cool.
Yeah, I love the little nods to the Scions and like how it's like, if you know, you know, but like in universe, they're obviously a secret society.
Plus, you get to see Operation Archon from a different location, essentially.
Yeah.
We'll never get to do the things we did in game. But we're
No.
doing everything around it that they never let us see.
Mhm.
Yep.
Everything we were told about.
All right.
Like, because the story is like, oh yeah, the Warrior of Light did all of this. No, the Warrior of Light had help from all of these
Yeah, it
other
was like-
adventurous
this
companies.
This is the group effort part,
Mm-hmm.
which is why all the adventurers are showing up, because they're all getting ready for Operation Archon.
Hmm.
God damn.
Yep.
Back when they didn't have the budget to have cutscenes to show it happening.
Yep.
My favorite part of this is I imagine him saying all this about like, yeah, we need to make sure there are no Empire spies, and I just imagine his second in command, Ellison, lady behind him.
Oh yeah,
Just sweating.
Huayu, yeah.
She is not there.
So-
thankfully,
I know.
So, in the time since we had that initial fight, quite a bit of time must have passed if there's been Ifrit, Titan, Garuda,
yeah,
and
I mean,
finding all the Scions
traveling
again.
is like, multiple days and things like
Yeah.
that. So
Well, we did establish some time pass between our mission with the crystals and this,
Hmm.
like a month or something.
Something like that.
alrighty. As you guys head back to the quicksands, I believe.
Mm.
You guys make your way, have a couple beers, talk about your adventures, and go into your inn room for the night and
A
rest.
couple. Sammy is drinking heavy in the night.
Uh,
The war is coming.
and that is where we will take our break.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Ooh.
And I gotta
Cool,
grab
nice.
something. So
I love that.
the only mistake I've made in terms of preparation is I didn't have your guys' level 50 sheets, because you would now be level 50 essentially.
Oh.
Ah,
So
well, good opportunity to do that now.
well, I have to scan them. I'd had to set up my whole.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
because
right.
remember, there's no digital versions of this.
Right,
So-
right.
And I tried to find them like online, and there are none. No one.
No, there isn't.
So, probably safe to assume we're just role playing for the rest of this.
Yeah. Well, there's more than fighting that's about to come up, so you're good. We'll get this started, and then we'll have a nice cutoff point.
Level 50 means I would have Dragonfire Dive.
Hooray!
Sorry again, that is my fault. I thought I had them scanned, and then when I booted up, I was going to grab them, and I realized I did not scan them, and I was like,
Oh, good.
I'm so dumb. I'm big stupid.
I'm so sad. Falcleave arrives at level 54.
Oh,
And again, and again, and again.
I'm gonna get holy.
Yeah.
Indeed, with its new reduced cast time.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
And I feel like Caelan knows so much about weapons, I kind of picture him as sort of a weapons master, where he messes with everything. Which
Yeah,
also
like-
fits how I play the game. I have every
Fighter.
class.
Tell me about it. I'm
Axe?
sad. I need 52 for my ley lines, but I get flare though.
Ooh.
It's funny because Voxer also like in game I have every weapon, like every class max, but like Voxer can canonically only be a warrior.
Hmm. Man, really be a rock eater.
Hey, the rocks are delicious. Bunga bunga.
Right. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, get snacks and stuff.
I'm gonna get some water.
I'm going to remain here.
I gotta get some stuff prepped, because...
So why did you post a picture of your knight alongside Bahamut?
Huh?
On your tweet.
Huh? Wait, what happened? Wait, what? Wait, how did that happen? What?
You must have had it selected.
I must have... What the f... That's so bizarre. I did not mean to do that. That was a mistake.
Oh, let me...
So sorry.
I gotta do the FX. There we go.
That's really funny. I think you may have just copy-pasted on accident.
I must have, yeah, that's the only way.
That'd be us if the devs let us use the G-Warriors to fight primals.
No comment.
I think Joe Cat's really gonna like this next part. I think Bracky... I think all you guys are, but... Again, I'm very sorry. I thought I scanned them, but I guess...
No, you're fine.
I guess I didn't. That's so bizarre. I mean,
I'm back.
If you guys want to give me the time, I could try and scan them. I just don't know what plugging in my printer will do to the stream. That's the only thing I'm scared of, because printers are terrifying, territorial creatures.
You should be fine.
Territorial creatures.
And I'm perfectly fine waiting if it means I get Dragonfire Dive. I'd be fine waiting regardless, but I have to have a caveat.
Of course.
I don't mind.
Does anybody have a hard cutoff time, by the way?
Not myself.
No. I don't.
Ask if Joe does. Joe might. I don't know.
Right now, he's spooked.
As we get later in the night, I will have some interruptions as I help my father get to bed and whatnot.
Yeah, no worries. I'm on the ground. You might hear me far
I'm trying to remember when Operation Archon was started to be put together after Garuda.
Yeah.
Yep, because Alphino's the one that proposed it.
So they are aware of the ultimate weapon and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yep. We jumped straight from pre-Ifrit to End of a Realm Reborn. Base game, anyway.
Yeah, the timing is like they kind of shift around the timing a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean it makes sense for the tabletop RPG because like it's kind of vague how much time passes between each adventure too.
Yeah, they're not gonna make you go through like 10 other different quests right now.
It's really.
They're also not going to reveal the true time progression in the tabletop when they don't do it in game.
It's also really funny because they're just like, oh, have the players do quests between this and this, and I'm like, there's nothing though. You have given me no resources for that. Like I don't have any creature stat blocks. I don't have like a bunch of stuff. So.
Just make shit up.
Can't believe I'm printing live on stream. Hope you like it, chat.
Got a printer ASMR for the chat.
I should pull up the scanning thing here. Sorry, chat, you might see the screen flash here as I pull up the...
Yeah, right now your screen is black. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So I have to hop around here.
There's Mr. Roban. I didn't know that Roban got the character lift for the graphics.
Yeah, in 7.1, they went back and redid a lot of NPCs from Around Reborn in addition to the areas. So Roban crispy now.
By the by, I've been playing like when I was playing 11, I found out Roban is in 11, or at least his name is. Yeah. He's part of
Alright,
Blue
have fun.
Mages.
Alright, I'm just gonna scan your guys' sheets because this shouldn't take too much time.
Okay.
Oh.
I returneth.
Welcome back. I think I'm gonna give it like 2 or 3 more patches before starting my New Game Plus, just so Realm Reborn gets like good upgrade.
Fully, like, potentially more graphic updates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the cities has been like having like modified. They have clutter and stuff.
Alright.
God, I
Here
hope.
you go, Chef.
I hope they add clutter to Alamigo, because good lord,
He needs it. Yeah.
that place is barren.
Yeah, it's... Oof.
Oh shit!
There's your level 50.
Ooh.
I get immediate infuriate.
You still don't know how I can play 11? What do you mean? I just got the game and
It's
I play it.
very old MMO style for 11.
I like it.
Play
I like
11
it.
the way you play fucking, like, what is it? EverQuest and Maple Story and all those old
It
games.
doesn't change that much, but
Oh, you got Steel Cyclone now.
I do get Steel Cyclone and I get Home Gang.
Oh.
Thank you for your patience again. I'm very sorry. I thought I had these scans. I legitimately was
No
like,
worries.
I'm like, why didn't I scan these when I scanned every single other one? Like, this just seems so obvious, but I guess I didn't. There's you, Bracky.
Thank you.
Flare.
Level 50. Flare.
I just noticed there is a barrier option on the page.
Oh.
Yeah, because by this level, Scholar, when it's implemented, will have its shields.
Ah.
I really want to play like more
Hold
of
on,
this.
I'm gonna give,
it was on
I'm
the
gonna give Muffin a
previous
treat.
page as well. I just now noticed it was there.
Give Muffin all the treats.
I'm excited to have the full book, by the way. I pre-ordered it right away. I'm very...
When is that coming out?
I have no idea. But...
I think next year. Like March.
that tracks. I did not get the deluxe edition, because, you know, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I did get the regular one, because... Alright. There is yours, Victor.
Recollect to grind? Yeah. I like the mystique and the roughness of all the MMOs. Like, I've been thinking of going back to WoW for hardcore since they're going to be doing a fresh server this next week.
And then last but certainly not least, here you go, Arkolf. Thank you, printer, for not being a jerk and actually working.
Hey, there you go.
It behaved very
Dragonfire Dive.
Ooh, Medica 2.
Dragonfire Dive is basically a mini Dragoon limit
Oh
break. I love
wait,
it.
I just noticed I also have Storm's Eye.
Oh.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Good short cast.
Wait, what is Surging Tempest? Surging Tempest.
Oh yeah, you already had Storm Eye.
Yeah, but wait, did I? Oh, I'm stupid. Wait.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, I can use one of my secondaries to move.
Oh no, I did not have Storm's Eye. I did have Surging Tempest because of our overpower. But now I have Storm's
right.
Eye,
Mm.
which is the solo target Surging Tempest gainer.
I can rescue.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Did you patch it? Did you make sure that we don't have to
Is it
consent
the
for
patched
it?
version?
Presses arms length.
Just assume I say yes.
I still love that video we did, Arkolf. That actually did.
Yep.
That went gangbusters on Twitter. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my god. So when I'm reading the rules and it's just like choose one consenting ally to pull next to you, and I just like go
This
into
is
the,
now.
like press the button, I drag Arkolf off a cliff, and I go back and I just exit out.
This is now a PvP game.
Constable Mutton says Joe Cat's toxic arcs begins now. Alrighty.
So they gave me full thrust, but they just made it as part of a combo, which was... It's fine, it's an extra d6, but it's not as satisfying.
Oh yeah, it's not its own like thing.
Which is kind of weird because you always life surge right before you hit full thrust.
Right. It's like the combo.
Oh no!
What happened?
My poor removed boy! My spine shatter dive!
Ah, you no longer have it.
Alright, are we all
Has it
back?
been replaced?
I think so.
They replaced Spine Shatter with that stupid Dragon Dash that does no damage.
Oh yeah.
They just glide along the ground.
What they
Well.
did to Dark Knight, by the way, is criminal. Their dash is like now just like a weird shadowy charge, and I'm like, I want my flippy doodle swing
Yeah,
slam.
the plunge is cool. The only reason why they did it is because Dark Knight, compared to all other tanks, so much button bloat. So they needed to make sure that you don't press as much in your opener because you were just pressing so much. It wasn't
Random
Dark Knight-
bullshit.
Yeah, I was
Go.
gonna
Yeah,
say,
it made-
I love that meme.
It made Dark Knight one of the harder openers for the tanks, as well as Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker is still pretty weird.
Understandable. This is my hot take. I believe the gap closers having damage is just kind of a little annoying. And
For
I'd be
Paladin,
fine.
For Paladin and Warrior, it makes sense.
Listen, if I can't one-shot a ladybug outside of Ul'dah with my leap ability, am I really alive?
I just miss Spine Shatter Dive.
Fair.
Jumping is part of Dragoon's whole theme, so just replacing it with a glide is weird.
Why did they change the animation though? Imagine plunging and not dealing damage. It's just a visual thing.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
I don't know.
Meanwhile,
I like the shadow shifties, but like plunge is just so iconic.
Yeah.
You guys ready to keep going?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Oh, Limit Break does more damage now.
Oh yeah, lemon breaks have gone up too.
10d6!
Alright. A few days pass as the preparations for Operation Archon are underway. As you guys sit in the quick stands, it's kind of a weird energy. Like, all the adventurers in there aren't there to rest and relax. It's like they're on standby. And the quicksand is much more crowded than it usually is.
Hmm.
You see individuals, roguish individuals, sharpening blades. You see other mages kind of preparing their spells and there's this, like, no one's taking on quests, if that makes sense. Everyone is just sitting and waiting. And it makes the energy kind of weird. Not like a bad energy, but like, it's a sort of like waits faster energy, if that makes sense.
the calm before the storm situation.
As the four of you sit down, would you like to talk amongst yourself, or would you like to continue the adventure? I just want to see if you guys want to do some roleplay, maybe.
It's been a great 10 days of nothing but stress.
I trust you all have stocked up on potions and ethers for those who need it.
It's a good question.
Oh yeah.
I think we never used them.
No, you never used
To be
No.
fair,
We never used them.
we have not used them at all. We
Not
still
gonna
have
lie,
them.
the potions of the ethers kind of suck. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
they suck.
Yeah.
If their
Because we heal.
potencies were a bit higher and actually worth wasting a turn for, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Like at our
Yeah.
current level, our base potions only give us 3 HP.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the ethers give us 1 MP.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
pretty-
why do we need potions when we have Victor over there? Oh man.
tired.
Well, they did want to make it accurate to the game, so.
No, fuck, you're right.
Oof.
We need to go to
We
the
use
bathroom.
when we do Palace of the Dead.
Yeah.
Voxer,
Oh, yeah.
Voxer finds a phoenix down on the ground and throws it away. Fucking thing.
My inventory space. Start throwing that shit out. Oh, you can only have one of these? Oh, throw it. Garbage.
So misleading too, because I was recently showing a friend the game and they were like, a phoenix down. I play Final Fantasy. This is really good and important. I'm like, you can't even use it during combat. And they were like, what?
I hate to break the news to you.
Yeah.
Alright.
I wasn't
Guys,
aware about that one.
Sit
But yeah.
and nurse a cup. You can't get too sloshed because at any moment, you know, you're gonna need to be called to the battlefield.
Can Voxer do it anyways?
Oh god.
Let me find the drunkenness table, shall we?
Let's
Sammy
go.
Sammy will be with you because
Let's
it's just a lot of stress
go.
drinking.
Victor would probably be like, "Is that necessarily a good idea?"
Brother, I'm already here against my will.
Go ahead, Voxer and Sammy, roll me a vitality check.
Oh, yay.
With your new
Does
stats.
your Isuna spell work on drunkenness?
I'm not sure.
We tried this before. I don't think it
D20
did.
plus 6. Oh, hell yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
You have a +6 now.
I still
Yeah.
love the drunkenness chart. Becomes angry at another adventurer, but remember to be nice to the player.
Yeah, we're just drinking. It was just like
Yeah, you guys are definitely drinking away.
Voxer like does like the little swirly thing where he just moves around. It's like, I wish this would take me out.
I'm just saying, before an important quest, it might be best to be on a, ideal performance.
Important
Victor-
quest.
As you guys sit and nurse your cups. Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say.
No, go ahead.
Oh, it's just Victor. This is my 6th cup. I trust me. I'm fine. It's just been a bad time.
All
Voxer
right,
goes, I wish I wasn't.
all right, but don't be angry if the Garleans don't let you have a bathroom break.
Listen, 2 of my returners already quit on me. Everyone is leaving the cities at this point.
Whoa. Oh, jeez.
The
You
war
have
is not.
retainers?
Yeah.
Because if you remember above game, that was special dispensation given by the Scions.
Oh, fuck off.
Only
damn
certain
it.
people can have retainers.
Never mind then. I thought
Oh,
retainer was
only-
just a word for employee.
Yeah, I thought like.
I think it's
We-
more we got a free voucher as adventurers. with
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
Scions.
say.
So
I bet
that
for.
means
Yeah,
Sammy
you
has
can-
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into family money.
Either money or someone is willingly becoming your retainer.
Mhm.
Which, funnily enough, Voxer does have.
Oh.
But he also hasn't seen him in forever.
Oh.
I have
Come
to
back
carry all
home,
my own
Auntie.
shit.
Come.
Long story short, business is not doing great. My family has not replied to me. I have no idea what's going on. The war is coming. It's just everything is just going down. Down
At
the
least you
hole.
have a family to return to.
Well, I hope so. They haven't replied to me in months at this point.
Sweats.
Voxer rolls his eyes.
Sweats in dramatic irony.
Yeah.
Well, I sure would like to meet them one day.
What?
Uh,
You may lose one family, but you've got us.
The Voxer just does like this really awkward stare.
It's that moment of happy music looking at Caelan, happy music looking at Victor, and then just.
No, it's like the SpongeBob.
Yeah. Both Voxer and Sammie, the like hyper realistic, like rendered art.
Oh, that
the
graphics up
close-ups.
Yeah, the close-ups.
It's like angled down so you see up the nostrils.
Yeah.
And it's like super crusty.
Oh.
Alright, as you guys sit down and there's this general sense of uneasiness, you watch as the doors of the quicksand are thrown open, and you see a Hurrian gladiator kind of like go, "It's happening now!" And he kind of rushes in, and not too far behind him, you see an entourage of Immortal Flames members. And leading the charge is one individual who you have all met before, as you see in front a Lollifallen lass. Her.
Not Celica.
Oh, hello.
I still have the title on top of my head.
You watch as the Immortal Flames spread out to each adventuring party, and you begin to see everyone kind of stand up, kind of psych themselves up, grab their shields, swords, stabs, books, and other effects, and are kind of led and directed as to where to go. However, Celica approaches you, and she says, "Well met again, my brave adventurers. I come to you now with a request, in full confidence that you are equal to the task. I trust you've been appraised of the situation with the Twin Adder forces?"
I'm sorry, Monty. I just thought of something real stupid.
Uh-huh.
She's Celica Flame with the Immortal Flames. Does that mean there's a Celica Storm and a Celica Serpent? Do we have triplets again?
Oh, that would be funny.
It's the peddlers all over again.
From the Twin Adders, ma'am? I don't... Did we?
Oh, I suppose you haven't. Well, they're pushing...
No one tends to tell us things unless we're about to be in immediate danger.
You are now a part of a great operation, a counter-offensive against the Garlean Empire. They have created a war machina that dwarfs all others, including the one that you yourselves have fought recently, that I've been informed of. And she kind of smiles slyly. However, they are not the only ones we have to keep our eyes on. The Twin Adders in the Black Shroud are pushing on Castrum Oriens, and unfortunately they have not been able to breach it, as there is another type of new war machina. And seeing as how you have a bit of a reputation of destroying things quite easily, I would ask perhaps for you to join me, so that way we can join their position and endeavor to salvage the situation by laying low this Imperial contrivance.
You'll be going to the front lines, ma'am?
Yes, I'll be joining you. And she smiles.
Huh.
Never tell me to fuck with Lalafels ever again. Voxer just kind of looks away.
It'll be my pleasure.
Perfect. Do you have any questions?
Yes. What exactly is the nature of our mission once we get there?
Well, Ratatan Sauce Arvina has been, well, she does like a little cross across her neck.
My boy!
In a solo instance, no less.
And our morale is as high as ever, and it is turned to our favor. But if we fail to take on the Castrums to distract the Garleans, then it'll all be for naught. We have to pull their attention away from Castrum Meridianum. So our goal is to onslaught Castrum Oriens to prevent their supply lines from making a run to Castrum Meridianum. That means reinforcements, weapons, war machina, you name it. We shut that down, and our insurgent group should have no issues breaching into Castrum Meridianum to take down the most evil and most powerful of war machina.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm informed that you happen to be versed in the Black Shroud. Isn't that right, Mr. Quibbles?
Indeed, I am, yes.
Well, we'll be around your neighborhood, so perhaps you could be most helpful in our guidings. I myself am Ul'dan born, but I've traveled here and there quite a bit. one might say I might be an expert on the lay of the land in Eorzea, but there's always new things to be found.
It'll be exciting to go back home again.
Speaking of the War Machina as well, this one is also a new War Machina, similar to the one that you had fought previously, but much more powerful. I hope you have your resolve about you.
We're more than ready.
Alright. Elder Seat Sirkane Sena leads a detachment blocking the supply lines. The remaining forces have secured the cooperations of the Sylphs in the Black Shroud, and we're applying enough pressure on Castrum Oriens to fully occupy its troops. However, we need to fight back. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's go. And you watch as she turns and she pulls out, I believe she has her own stat block, actually.
Oh, damn.
Nice. Also,
Level
pardon if you hear like clacking muffins in the background chewing on a bone.
Muffin!
I miss her. I miss her.
Alright, as you guys gather up yourselves for the long journey ahead to the Black Shroud, you guys... Unfortunately, Victor, you could have just teleported, but, the rest of your companions aren't attuned. Actually, Caelan also is, but, yeah, Voxer and, Sammie are not, unfortunately.
Caelan has somehow ended up being a bit of a worldly traveler.
Indeed.
I mean, okay.
Sorry.
I mean, no, I swear I talked about him being also from Limsa and from Gridania.
Oh, did you?
Whoa.
Yeah, all three of you have been to
So
Gridania.
it's just
So
Sammie
it's just Sammie who's the...
I haven't
Sammy.
gone there to my business.
Wait, can the three of us teleport and make Sammie walk?
What the...
Well, Celica also is not attuned, so,
Oh.
I thought they were familiar with the lay of the land.
It's fine. They
Voxer's
can
just
bond.
like, all right, see ya, guys. Bye.
The Lalafels bond.
Gonna start talking.
hey guys, what money do you have to teleport with as well?
Oh shit.
I have 416 gil.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work.
Was it before
Going
or after
from
the buff?
Ul'dah to the Shroud, that should actually be enough.
Yeah, you're traveling together. I'm sorry.
Can we just take an airship?
Getting the get-along ship. Oh yeah, you guys could take an airship actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
You guys with the with Celica take an airship, and for all of you, this is something that I feel like people forget. Getting on an airship in like the world of 14 is actually very uncommon. So you guys...
And yet being in the sky is a common occurrence for Caelan, so there's nothing to him.
Yeah, you guys board a city-state kind of airship and begin to make your way to Gridania, which the moment you hit Gridania, the humidity, Sammie, oh my god, the humidity. Oh, goodness.
Good to be home.
There's like a lovely smell of trees and floral, and but it's very humid. A little bit chilly, but it's nice. Celica has a black mage staff as well. And as you guys depart, make your way into Gridania proper, you can also see that there are a lot of bodies running around, and it's kind of like, Victor, you've seen you've seen things happen in Gridania, but not to this scale, not similar to Ul'dah like this. It is, the energy here is different. You kind of worry about the elementals, especially as you see the Pajal kind of ordering some people around. If the Garleans are truly attacking, you can already tell just by being in Gridania that the elementals are probably none too pleased. And you can tell by the Pajal kind of moving around in a somewhat frantic manner that, yeah, it's gonna be a time. You don't have much time to waste as you take off on your chocobos into the Black Shroud.
Oh, everything is so itchy.
Now, come now. The moisture will be good for your skin.
Everything is just so green and itchy, and the bugs just won't stop.
I know, isn't it great?
Yeah.
Here.
The greenery is a nice change of pace.
Oh, you all live like animals.
Excuse me?
Oh.
Voxer just like stares and stares like, what did you just say?
Slows down the chocobo to go
Would
the
you,
other
would
direction.
you like to repeat yourself?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Gives her the Luigi stare.
Alright. Sorry, I'm just checking.
Yeah, that's
the
what I
map
thought.
here.
Always afraid of that thing.
What? That thing?
That thing.
That thing?
Voxer's scary.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, you surely really shouldn't be intimidated by it. You really shouldn't be.
Alright, as you guys find yourself in the Eastern Shroud, you begin to make your way towards the known town of Hawthorne's Hut. However, Victor and Caelan and Voxer, this is not the Eastern Shroud that you remember. As you make your way through, you can see various patches of signs of battle. Sword slashes on trees, arrows jutting from the ground, the cindering remains of Magitech blasts and electricity. You can see Magitech crumpled down and broken, being looked at by various wood whalers, kind of observing the scene. You can see healers tending to wounds. It seems as though a battle has happened here, but the forces were pushed back. You have reached the East Shroud, site of Castrum Oriens, and current location of the Order of the Twin Adders. Imperial forces appear to have fallen back, bringing an uneasy moment of peace in the midst of the storm of battle. The air is alive with the sounds of people tending to the wounded and soldiers running hither and thither, delivering supplies and messages. As you reach Hawthorne Hut and look for someone to report to, an Elzen woman in a serpent officer uniform catches sight of you and rushes over. You must be the party of adventurers we requested. I'm Luzwan, 2nd Serpent Commander. Welcome to the East Shroud, wherein lies the object of our efforts, Castrum Oriens.
Yes, we heard something about a new war machina.
Indeed. And unfortunately has pushed us back from Castrum Oriens. We can't even get within sight of it. We hope to reach our forward camp, but we've lost contact with our Sylph allies. I would ask that you be a spear front, if you would help escort us forward, so that way we find out what's going on in the forward camp.
Of course, Commander.
She does the serpent salute and kind of gestures, "We move now!" And you see now as a group of twin adders mount up on Free Company chocobos and mount up.
Castrum Oriens is the one that is in the border with El Amigo, right?
It is, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Belsar's Wall.
As you mount up on your chocobos, Luzwan says, "As I said earlier, you'll find that few doubt your skill here. Now let's waste no time. I shall appraise you of the situation. Our forces joined with the Sylphs and blockaded Castrum Oriens on its Black Shroud flank. Our aim, as you know, was to prevent them from sending reinforcements to Castrum Meridianum. However, we were taken unawares by a new model of Imperial War Machina, which launched a devastating assault upon us. Fortuitously, the weapon withdrew to Castrum Oriens in the midst of this previous battle, and we were able to mount an offensive and push the Imperial forces back for now. Alas, we still lost 1 soldier and 5, and we're now desperately working to regroup and reorder our ranks."
I like to think we get there and it's just the spider machina.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
You guys want to ask me any questions as you ride on your chocobos?
As far as I know, we're just reinforcements. Do we just need to do we need to actually completely try to take over, or are we just causing a distraction and leaving?
We are the force. We have to take Castrum Oriens, or at the very least pull their attention. We are a distraction, true, but Anything we can do to thin their ranks, to stop their attacks, that means I will not go to Castor Meridianum. That means the Warrior of Light can stop the Ultima weapon.
The what?
The Ultima weapon. Gaius Van Baelsar, the Black Wolf, the leader of the 14th Legion. He's created a war machina, an ancient relic of Alleg, and he intends to turn it upon Eorzea to make his claim on the land.
And you're telling me one guy is going to take care of it?
More than one guy, but that is all I can say. The war machina we face, thankfully, is not as mighty, but still strong. It is a horrid-looking thing, and it retreated,
Actually,
and we do not know why.
How common is the knowledge at this point in time for us about the Warrior of Light? I didn't know that was already a title there.
You've heard rumors of the Warrior of Light, that they fought.
We've
Ifrit.
only rumors. Yeah.
The one who took over, the one who took down Ifrit and everything.
Yeah, you heard that he took down Titus, but then it was adjusted to be Titan.
Hasn't taken down Leviabetus yet.
No, he has not taken down Leviabetus yet. However, upon Garuda, the rumors of Garuda have not spread above board because, Ultimate Weapon kind of became a threat right after that, so...
Yeah, it just happened.
At the most, we've heard rumors. Things don't become official until after Operation Archon's success.
Yeah.
Also known as the Primal Slayer, basically.
Mhm.
The
Alright,
Icon
then.
Slayer.
The
Icon Slayer.
Hold
do we have
out
any-
against
Go ahead.
hold out against the Garleans as much as we can, destroy these war machina, and hopefully this Warrior of Light lives up to their title.
Indeed. There's only one
Do we
way
have
to
any-
find out. We fight as best as we can, and we hope for the best.
Do we have any link pro connections in case any update is given?
Unfortunately, our forces that have link pros are pushed back. However, the Sylphs may have seen or done something. They were in the forefront of the attack. They have interesting magic and know the land better than anyone. Even better than the Black Shroud natives that we have known to be. Even the Wood Whalers can't compare to the Sylphs' knowledge of the forest. As you guys make your way, you begin to see a large, almost looks like a giant tower of wood that kind of breaks through the horizon line, kind of framed in the trees. And as you approach, you can see that there's definitely signs of battle here, and you can see Luzon kind of walk over to one of the adders kind of lying on the ground, and they're gone. They have a spear through them, and she kind of goes to one knee and does a prayer. However, based on the footprints, I would say intelligence check.
Intelligence!
Yeah. Int
Yeah,
check.
I'm
Mine is
very
1 point
good
higher
at
now.
that.
Int check.
I
have
rolled
plus
my
2.
plus-
5.
I have
Ooh.
a +1.
Nice.
Oh, this changed. Hold on.
I wonder what's the job that's gonna be like 0.
We're all rolling so fucking low. What is this?
Oh boy.
Let's get these out of the way.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Hello!
Hello.
Good job,
22.
Sammie.
Oh. As you guys look at the ground, it's just tons of signs of battle. You see, fire, you see scorched earth, you see, arrows, you see spears, both Garlean and Eorzean of make. It is incredibly hard to decipher kind of what happened. However, as you look on the ground, or as you look around, Sammie, with your high intelligence, your big brain, as it were.
Big brain, not a
Big
bell.
brain. You notice.
Big brain, small vantage point.
You notice that the tracks from the Garleans, you can kind of tell by the boots, has been all going in one direction, which is back towards Castrum Oriens.
So they are just retreating back. No other footprints? Only Garlean?
Only Garlean, and you see that, I'm so sorry, one second. Reading something here. All of the retreating footprints are Garlean. However, looking at the Twin Adder and Woodwailer footprints, it looks like they retreated a while ago. Like, their attack happened, and then the Garleans retreated back. Like, both sides clashed, and both retreated back, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they all just went back to their faces, respectively.
What is
Which one to look
everybody's vigilance stat?
15?
12.
My vigilance is at... I've just lost... I just had it open! Where did it go? I may have accidentally closed it. I may be stupid.
No!
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Wait. No, that's 40. Hold on. I did accidentally close it. I was like, huh? Where did I put it? My vigilance is 12.
Alright.
Victor?
12.
Sorry, I was muted. My vigilance is 16.
Okay. Sammie, as you kind of look around, you realize that, like, you kind of follow the tracks of the Garleans and realize that they retreated, but then it looks like they swept to a different direction. You're like, wait a second, they didn't retreat back to Castle Oriens, they moved.
A sudden turn.
They've changed their attention somewhere. And as you say that, sorry, can I get the vigilance again? I apologize.
15.
15?
16.
16?
12.
12?
12.
12. Sammie and Victor, as you're kind of standing and looking, I'd say Victor, you probably notice it with your cat ears. You hear something that sounds like a rattle coming from one of the trees. And you see peeking out from behind the trees a creature that looks like this.
Oh, kill it!
What?
No, those are just the sylphs. Calm down.
They're quite friendly. But you must approach them properly.
Hello. These ones are grateful to be allowed a chance to be within these the boughs of the Black Shroud with you.
You having a stroke? What happened?
While Victor's talking, Caelan's just dancing.
Luzon kind of stands up and looks over, and you watch as the sylph flutters from behind the tree and rushes forward, like very fast and looking very panicked. Walking once must help. This one's home faces a great threat, most dire. Walking once, please help.
Caelan stops dancing.
Oh.
I thought both of you were losing your minds. Okay, what?
All right. I guess formalities can be another time. Take us to where you need to go.
Of course. Solquixia will help you. And you watch as they begin to flutter in a direction.
Let's
Well,
move.
I'm stupid. I can't speak English. English is a hard language.
Roleplay is hard.
Luzon joins you, running up behind you. The Imperials have attacked Little Solus? We have to do something, and quick. We can ill afford to lose the Sylph's encampment. Without their support, our mission to blockade Castrum Oriens is as good as lost. Come, we must hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, as
Caelan is already running.
As you run, you begin to hear screams of terror as you watch Garlean soldiers
Oh God!
attacking and caging the sylphs in mechanical cages.
Oh!
The sylphs scream in terror and flutter about, and the Garlean soldiers begin to laugh. Flee in terror! This land's belong to the Empire now! And as you guys run in, the Garleans turn and see you. Kill the savages! And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Ah.
As next session, you have to save the sylphs and execute Operation Archon for our final session.
Oh!
Ooh.
Macabroges.
My cabbages.
Oh. So next session we need to fight the Guardians here and then infiltrate the castrum and fight there.
Or at the very least, just like hold out outside the cat. Just wait outside their front door.
Yeah.
With a baseball bat.
Throw eggs at the wall.
Just leave a bunch of bags with poop and then
So,
just burn them.
I'm gonna be transparent in case someone's watching this because they're gonna run the pre-written thing here. Yes, I did change things. I did remove some stuff just because, just timing for us. But there is a very large section here. I will not go into detail because we're still not done. But we did skip an encounter basically just because it was kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I do hope that the full system, when it comes out, gives the player more things to do than combat.
Yeah.
Well, the full system is just going to be the rules, and you can make with that whatever you
Yeah,
want.
I think the biggest problem I have right now with it, I mean, it makes sense because it's a pre-written thing that's just like a test thing. It's like, you can't do anything to kind of challenge the main path.
It really, guess what showed up twice in like 2 pages?
Oh yeah, like the
Yeah.
if they'd rather want to challenge it, please sit them down and tell them that if they don't agree, they can't continue the campaign.
Yeah, if
Well,
the
again,
players decide
again-
not to help Louisan's request, pause the game and explain that the scenario is built around the assumption that the player will accept this task.
It's the
Yeah,
equivalent. It's
that's
equivalent
like
of. Sorry, go ahead,
This is why I think actual like I think it's good as like a baseline to set up the entire system, but especially if people want to DM like a 14 campaign now, write your own thing. It's like
for sure.
You'll have so much more freedom than what the
Again,
pre-written campaign will do for you.
Would you have the same issue if, let's say, Dungeon and the Man Mage, right?
Oh yeah.
If we decided not to go to the Dungeon and Man Mage,
But that's the name. So it's
that's
just
the
like,
adventure.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I will say in like I agree with Shen because like I've run a lot of pre-written like D&D stuff and like other things that are pre-written. This one is the most railroady out of all of them.
Yeah.
But it kind
baby's
of
first
has to be because it's the first one they've ever
Yeah.
written. And like if I look at Lost Minds of Fendelver or Tyranny of Dragons, which was like the first adventure that came out for 5th edition, it is the exact same. And it just seems to be part of like a new system coming out is the fact that they don't know exactly how things work just yet, and they're just trying to have something as like a sort of, tour of the system in a way.
Yeah, I just hope that they have mechanics for more roleplay stuff, because like D&D, although not the best at that, they do still have like, skills and that stuff.
There's little flavors of it, like with the drug miners where you drink with them and stuff like that. But like, it's definitely not as fleshed out mechanics.
And my hope is, because this is just like a, I don't know, vertical slice, that they do implement some more of that stuff, because I love that stuff. I love being in the world, because that's the advantage of a tabletop, is that you are not limited by any sort of mechanics.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is just playing my character with you guys and just shooting the shit and doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I would love if there were more things that, even just as ideas, allowing you to like
because
do
like
more of that.
the rough part for me is like, even though in the end Voxer does go with it, I would like to be able to challenge it a bit more, but that's it's just not possible here.
Yeah.
I imagine the full game will flesh things out a bit more. They have to get the entire economy, they have to have item lists, they have to include triple triad and mahjong.
Like, especially like with Roban, like trying to get us to join him. In my head, I was just like, oh yeah, Voxer here would be like, yeah, but what about our coin? And I was like, you know what?
We didn't get that for the last mission.
That's the one. I think that's my biggest issue with this pre-written module is the fact that you guys don't get actual like tangible rewards for doing what you're doing.
No.
And
not only that, but also it's just like, this seems very like straightforward and like opposing to what the idea is of like helping the nation and stuff. And it's like I'll have to hold back here, even though it feels bad.
Yeah.
But I think if honestly,
fingers crossed for the full system.
There are suggestions, like in the like the game master's thing, there are like, hey, here's like a brief idea of like time and camping and aetherites, but it doesn't give you anything definitive like, hey, here's the rules. It's just like, you can do this if you want, and I'm like, yeah, but I need like I need items. I need like a story.
It's
like
somehow...
I don't have a monster manual. Like I don't have access to like a bunch of different monsters. I don't have like potential side quests because they're like, oh, do some side quests. I'm like, with what? I got nothing. Like,
it's somehow very open and very restrictive at the same time.
but that's just the
Yeah.
nature of it being so new,
Mhm.
right? Like, I'm
Yeah.
like very much like this is just a product of it being their first throw at this, and that's
Yeah.
and that's happened to literally every system ever.
Yeah.
Like, past
That's
war-
my hope, is that it's only just a symptom of it being the, test module.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the preparing for this is also way different. Like, if I were to like say homebrew it, quote unquote, or like make my own creatures. One, I don't have a baseline, so that's the reason why I can't make my own creatures yet, is because there's only a few examples in like the pre-written module, and there's not other ones I can pull from. You know,
Right.
and two, when you design fights for this, like in D&D, it's like a whole thing, right? Like it's a whole social encounter, environment encounter, blah blah blah. When you design a fight, it feels like for this game, and this is me completely talking about it before the full book has come out, so just take this with a grain of salt. It feels like you as a DM are designing your own Final Fantasy XIV fights, which is good and bad at the same time. On one hand, it's cool because Final Fantasy is cool, but on the other side, it's just different, and it feels more of like a mechanic-based encounter, which is fine.
Very video gamey.
It's very video gamey, which is like, again, it is a video game tabletop RPG. Like, that's just like, you can't really get mad at it for that. But I want to see a monster manual equivalent. I want to see the full book with like roleplay stuff, and I would definitely like to run my own like one shot where it's like way more kind of open in that sense.
Yeah.
Because like
Once the full rulebook comes out, you'll be able to see how much you can actually design for yourself, which is, I believe that's going to be the case.
Until they announced it, like what the book had, we didn't even know if you could like if the stat sheets were like just gonna be flat stat sheets, or if you could actually make a character. Like that was the part that was the most like.
My personal opinion is, I highly doubt you're gonna be able to customize your character's stats and everything, because classes have to always be like sort of balanced. I really doubt there's going to be that much customization.
I think you do, because some of the language in the pre-written module expects you to make your own character, and the things that it's looking for are not on the like character sheets at all, which makes me go, okay.
For example, if I may ask.
So what you guys got ambushed by, I think, the Eorzea at one point. So there was a thing there where it's like, oh, if they have a vigilance of this, they know that they're coming. But all of the pre-written sheets all have the vigilance to pass that, so there's no ambush as written. So to me, that suggests that, oh, if you make a character, your vigilance stat could be low, and that means that ambush could go off.
I feel like that's less of expecting character customization and more like, hey, just in case so you are aware of how the ambushes normally work, this is it.
Yeah, it's just a bit weird to me. I don't know.
I think personal stats apart from combat stats should probably be different.
Yeah.
Like
Agreed.
I feel like there's gonna be more information because, like, the starter.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell right now.
The starter kit is like, here's how to role play, here's how not to fight with your friends, and I'm like, ooh, this is like the barest of like the basic stuff. Like even before game mechanics, they're explaining it.
The thing about that is that knowing 14, how 14 is designed, I really believe, I don't want it to be. Don't get me wrong. I really want character customization. I love it. It's my favorite. But given the fact that you can change classes.
That would be cool.
I'm pretty sure they're going to attach stats to classes and not the character.
Yeah, just like the game. Yeah, the thing that I need to get over, this is a hang up for me, is like my fear is that this, as it is, it's looking to be a decent baby's first tabletop, and my fear is that the full game is just baby's first tabletop, which there's nothing inherently wrong with, but I guess just because I'm so invested in the 14 world that I would like it to be a kind of a little crunchier, a little bit more fleshed out. Because I love this world and I want to explore it more. But then again, it's fine if it is baby's first RPG. I just want something that I can really sink my teeth into. But that's my own personal like hang up that I need to get over.
My hope
accepting
is
it for what it is.
I feel the same. I'm like, I want it to be way more robust and just have a lot more options. And the other thing I really hope is that they maybe release another pre-written module, kind of like this one, but like longer, just as like for me at least, for like an example, so I can be like, okay, here's how they do it, and let's see how I want to like do this and maybe improve on it. Just kind of like early D&D 5e, because I was like, I'm not running Tyranny of Dragons as written, but I'm writing, like, I'm taking the meat from that and like making it kind of my own version of that, so it's like a little bit more open-ended, if that makes sense. So
once you get the Lego pieces, you'll be able to build what you want.
exactly,
Yeah.
And that's
because
I think that's what we want. We want the Lego pieces instead of like the little plastic $5 pack you get at like a toy store that you can really make like a guy with, and you're like, oh man, I hope there's more Legos.
Because I'm thinking like, like at this rate, if it is baby's first tabletop, that's totally fine. But it's a little sad that it might mean that if I want to have the tabletop experience of 14, exploring the 14 world the way that I want, I might just have to use a different system to do so. Which is sad, you know. It would be nice to have the 14-based system to roleplay and really.
I really like fights in these games, honestly. Like,
oh, the fights for sure. The fights are great.
Yeah, it's like, but I like, the role playing part is very much like, here's a cutscene, go fight. Like, it's very video gamey in that regard.
Hopefully, it's just a symptom.
I think
and not
so.
Like...
I'm hoping as well. I have a feeling that it is just a symptom because, like I said, like D&D, like Minds of Phandelver is like they have the blocks of text and they're just like, here's the path, and you can't like, here's a place where you can deviate a little bit, but you're always going to go back on that path, right?
This is the mission. This is the progress of time.
So
I firmly believe that's going to be the case.
We'll see.
I love the fact that you do Operation Archon. I think that's really cool. Like when
that is neat.
When I was flipping through and I saw that, I'm like, that's really interesting. You get to see kind of what's going on, like you're part of the other side of things that's happening because you're just adventurers. And I kind of like the fact that you're just adventurers, and I really hope, you kind of stick with that, because I think that's really, I find
well, like, you can.
The Warrior Light story is absolutely amazing, obviously.
It's something, like,
there's something about a group of schmucks, in the same world that have to deal with, like, something that would be probably considered mundane to protagonist Kun, but like is like a legitimate threat for you guys, which is really cool.
I like playing nameless random dude.
Smile, that's just what Voxer is.
Same.
Pretty much.
Yes, Tyranny of Dragons literally has an adult blue dragon and suffers from the problem of, hey, look at this cool thing you can't interact with. That is like 90% of Tyranny of Dragons. It's like, hey, look at this cool thing you don't get to even do anything with. It's cool though,
sucks.
right? Yeah.
Great.
Like,
Reminds me of one thing I really want in this setting, once the full rule comes out. I'm really hoping for unique items. I'm hoping for magical items and equipment.
I would really like an inventory, or kind of like an equipment list.
Yes.
That would be. I also think potions and the ethers are pretty garbage. They need to be way better.
You listening, Squeenix?
Please look forward to it.
We love your game. It is fun. Like, I legitimately still like it on paper. But
all this, all of this feedback and thoughts and opinions are out of love.
Yeah, it's not like, your game's garbage, you should uninstall.
No, we want it to succeed.
Yeah, we do. The fact that some people are like, there's a tabletop RPG, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Like, if I find myself with the proper energy, like I've been thinking about this through the entirety of every time we play this, because I can see the cutscenes in my head. I can see the cutscenes in the combat. I'm like, if I have the energy for it, I want to grab parts of the audio. You have been updating this to YouTube, right?
Yep.
I want to grab some of that audio, some of the scenes and stuff, and try to replicate them in 14.
Oh.
And just make a video with the audio plus the cutscene.
I think, was it?
That could be cool.
Who was it
like,
who said it? Someone
do
said,
a machinima.
Oh yeah, machinima would be sick as hell. I was gonna say, someone in here said that it would be cool to like play this, but like the battles happen like in the game, like you're actually
in the game. That'd be neat.
In like as your characters in the game, because it genuinely feels like that. Because the maps they use are just the world maps. Like it's literally like a screenshot, and I'm like,
It will basically give you a base of how you know how there are a bunch of role players in 14 already, like they're playing the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This can also give them an extra ruling for it.
Yeah.
The only part that's hard is how many AoEs are like part of it, and that's really hard to kind of do in the game itself. Like it would be great if we could like place our own markers for stuff.
Yeah.
But we can't, unfortunately. So, yeah. but I like the game. I think like obviously it's just so baby right now. The fact that I can't even Google questions and answers, and like 90% of the subreddit for it is like, how do I do this? And I'm like, oh god, we're all lost. We don't know what we're doing. It's like,
yeah, because the only rules you have right now is the pre-made stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Like, and that's like nothing as well. Like, if you were to like try and run D&D just off of like Lost Mines of Phandelver, like you can't. Like, there's a certain point where it's like I don't know what to do, and there's nothing resource-wise that can help me at this point. So, yeah. But the thing is, like, the way that stuff is written, and it's so hard to convey this, the way stuff is written in the module it suggests that they wrote this with, like, while working on the hardcover, like, the big book, at times. Like, there's just some language that, like, kind of supports the fact that they're like, oh, you know, it's like it's written in a world where both exist simultaneously and not in a world where it's just that exists.
Well, again, because they have to explain how the mechanic works just in case. Because like that example you gave me is like, imagine if the module say, because the players in this module have high stat, that means they don't get ambushed.
Yeah, there's
and
no
it's like they're not gonna say that.
There's no real strong reference to like the pre-mades as much, whereas like in other stuff they're like they write with only the pre-made sheets in mind, and it's just like dang, all right. So yeah, no, I'm still loving it though. It's honestly been really fun playing with you guys too, and like
yeah, for sure.
You guys are so fast and quick on the draw because you know this world so well, and that's the part that's particularly fascinating. Like I'm like, man, how do people who've never played 14 experience this game? Like that would be so interesting.
Yeah.
But no, I love it. I think that I'll just say this, I'm glad it's just not like flavors of 5th edition, because like, again, I like 5th edition.
Yeah.
I play it so much.
Something
but I'm like,
new.
I'm glad that this is like, it is a D20 system. There are like even Pathfinder is the same, and like a bunch of other games are the same, but like it is distinctly its own flavor. Like this feels like a Final Fantasy game. It doesn't feel like, you know, oh hey, it's like this, or it's hey, it's like that. It's like this is like all these mechanics are very Final Fantasy. So yeah, sorry I'm gabbing on about it, but it's neat. It's definitely interesting, and I want to get my grubby little hands on the hardcover book, because man, I have some ideas of what would be a really cool...
running a proper open adventure of this, like with the freedom of doing whatever. Now that would be fun.
Oh yeah.
This does give me inspiration for. I already have an idea of like what I would like to run in this world. In fact, I've had one for a while, just like in general. But this one's like kind of kicking the ideas into high gear.
Yeah, I started like brainstorming like a homebrew thing, and I'm like based off of some Final Fantasy stuff that I really like, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, I want to do my version of this. That'd be really cool as like an adventure, but you know. Can't really do it without the tools. Technology only works if you have the, you know, the technology, or something only works if you have the technology behind it to back it up, you know, at the end of the day, in some cases. Oh, man. How you doing, Arkolf? You've been quiet.
I've been doing fine.
Just chilling.
I'm just letting you lot talk.
What do you think, Arkolf? Give us your Arkolf opinion.
Yeah. As I better in this game.
Yeah.
Like Joe was saying earlier, it is very much baby's first tabletop. But again, this is a starter set. The full game, whenever it comes out, could be fully fleshed out. I'm expecting an economy system. I'm expecting an item lists. I'm expecting rare items. I'm also, I don't know if they'll do it, but kind of hoping they'll have a crafting or a gathering system of some type, just as another flavor of something to do. Because if you can make your own equipment, I feel like that'd be more meaningful to players as well.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Right now, they need to make better use of the vigilance stats. It does seem like they're going to link all the attributes just to the classes, which is fine. Keeps things easier for the players. I'm hoping character creation won't be as empty as it feels right now, because right now it feels like you're a class wearing a human skin.
Yeah.
Like your actual backstory and whatnot does not matter in this system at all right now. I'd like to see them bring backgrounds in and have them affect things.
Backgrounds would be great in this.
Because again, you could have a character like mine that's Arugadin from Lensa, Trained as a lancer in Gridania. He is a dragoon from Kurthis. Each place should have something that appeals to that character.
I would love, like, the only problem with backgrounds, and this is the tricky part, is, like, you have to kind of know the lore a little bit. Like, it's trying to find the balance between people who don't play Final Fantasy who like tabletop RPGs and the people who play Final Fantasy and don't play tabletop RPGs. You know what I mean?
That's like the difference. That's why you can play different campaigns with different people. You can play with 14 vets and then with 14 newbies.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for like mechanics, like a background, it's like, okay, well, how do you write those so that person who does
They can
no
simplify
idea?
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm just like, you simplify them. So
Like,
it's...
you hail from Limsa. You know about these things, just being from there. And that's it. That's where you can stop. And then everything else is just character flavor.
I would love like Charlian Scholar or like, you know, like things like that, or like, you know,
Or they could have like they could tie like unique mechanics based on that don't necessarily have to do with lore. Like let's say you are from Charlian, maybe it's like if you fail a vigilance check, you can roll a D6 or something because of your Charlian background of like to try and see if your vigilance can get a little bit higher.
Just have the backgrounds give
like
bonuses to stats.
if they don't do that, that would be a really cool homebrew mechanic just to toss in.
Or for example, because Limsa is like the pirate capital, like you could have like sleight of hand or maybe even charisma stats attached to it.
Or even something as simple as having a bonus to your vigilance when you're in your home territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're familiar with the lay of the
Yeah,
land.
and you notice like, wait a minute, that's not right.
Kind of like how Victor was picking up on like, you know, hey, the energy in Gridania is way different right now. There's like, this is like a whole thing. Which, yeah. Again, I hope you guys had fun today. I'm sorry I was a little scatterbrained about stuff, but it's been a while since we played, and I was like, oh god.
Oh, you're fine.
And my brain is dead. Oh, dreams. And also, we have a ton of snow outside. But I'm excited.
Snow.
I think we have one more session out of this, and then that's going to be the bookend on it. So, yeah. I'm excited.
Me too.
Oh.
When do we want to do that?
So next week I have my tournament. Do we want to regroup on the...
So you guys next year?
30th, yeah, because I don't have anything on the 30th. My D&D on Saturday is canceled, so I'm pretty much open on Saturdays.
Okay, yeah, I can make that.
Yeah. How about you, Shannon?
That'd be good.
Good for 30th?
Is Saturday really the only day that we can do it?
I can do Friday before 7 p.m. That's the other
Fridays are also open for me. Other days are kind of off the board.
Yeah.
What do you mean same, Joe? What happened to your 14 streams?
Well, they haven't been going because I'm working on my video.
Oh.
Yeah, but how long are you still gonna need for that?
I can still, even if I finish it before then, I would still make time.
So we don't want to aim for Friday.
The only reason why because Saturday is like, you know, it's a weekend and I rather want to have like a stream there.
Gotcha, yeah.
And it's also like in the middle of prime time where I usually would be streaming, so it's like
This would be the last session though, so that would be it. So the 30th would be the last one, and then that's it. Your Saturdays are open.
Oh, I thought you said there were two more.
No. There's this last one. So
Oh.
Your guys' fight today was really fast. You guys blitzed that thing super quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Gave us limit breaks.
The game gave you limit breaks, thank you. So that's why I was like, the moment you guys beat it, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be 2 sessions now.
Oh, okay, yeah, then no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do Saturday still.
30th.
I'm a
finish it up.
DPS. I'm a weapon designed to be thrown at an enemy.
So let's
I will do my job with extreme maliciousness.
So 2 p.m. on the 30th on Saturday. Sounds like the group time. All right, we get to finalize it out. Operation Archon.
Arkolf.
I'm gonna say it in the last session, but thank you guys so much for joining me for this. It was kind of impromptu, but I really wanted to run this and see how it was. And
I'm sorry my trip made it to
no,
extend
Shen, there
my
was
time.
so much stuff. We had the hurricane with Bracky. I got sick. Like everyone was.
We had the hurricane that knocked out my power for 4 days.
Then Bracky got
Monty and I
flooded.
were gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And And then you traveled, and then, like, it's like everything that happened so much, said Horse ebooks, and boy, were they right.
I told you, we got DDoS.
we're
Everything
we're
everywhere
fucking
all
under
at
attack.
once.
Oh my god. I hope you guys enjoyed it, chat. I mean, like, again, sorry for switching the days, but I just want to get all the uploads up, basically, just so that way we have it, you know, for posterity, and just to have it, you know.
Yeah.
And then that way, if people want to check out the game and they're like, how does the game work, they can check it out. In fact, the first episode a lot of people have been looking at, which I'm like, good. We're not experts on it by any means, but it's nice to have, like, an example that's not just people unboxing the actual starter set, and it's actually people playing it, because it is cool. I like it.
It's my favorite part. I'm going to review this. Are you gonna play it? No.
I'm just gonna look at the things inside. And the things inside are
Only
nice.
me.
Like, again, the other half of the box is literally all the battle mats and all of the tokens to run everything, including the AoE markers. It comes with all of it.
Hell yeah.
So it's very robust in that regard. And for that, I really appreciate it. I think that's super classy. I like that a lot. Like, yeah. Alright, I won't keep you guys here any longer. Who do we want to raid? Who's on right now?
Gaijin is live. Bree's live. Zito's live.
No Nat's live.
Who's that?
Nona.
He is a another tabletop content creator. No Nat ones.
Oh, you want to raid them?
I'm just looking through the list. See, Solvay is doing 7.1 content. I almost was like, hey, look, Monty's online.
Who's that?
Nah, don't raid those. They suck.
KT is playing Life is Strange. Dan Jones is playing Satisfactory.
I don't want to raid Goomba because he has 69 viewers right now.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Nice.
Gaijin and Zito are streaming together.
Oh, they're
Oh,
streaming
really?
together. Okay.
Do we want to ruin the funny number or do we want to raid Zito? We could do those guys.
Let's ruin the funny number because it's funny.
All right. Well, Gaijin. There's no H, right?
Yeah, Connor took it.
Yeah, Connor took the H. All right. What do we want the raid message to be?
Limit break.
Limit break.
Yeah, I was about to
Limit
say.
break.
All
Limit
right.
break.
Once I see limit break in chat, we will raid.
Shit, limit the breako.
All right. Take care, everybody. See you on the 30th for the finale of the Final Fantasy Tabletop RPG Operation Archon. Goodbye.
Why?
Well, boy.